Guys, special update. If you were watching last week, you know that we were originally going to tape next month in Brooklyn at a theater called BAM. We released the Trump episode. 3 hours after that episode comes out, that venue in Brooklyn canceled all my special taping shows. Probably completely unrelated. Anyway, I just want to say thank you, BAM. Thank you so much, because what I realized in that moment is we weren't going big enough. We weren't being elegant enough. We weren't reaching for the stars enough. You have given us that opportunity. We're gonna be taping the special in New York City at the Beacon Thanksgiving weekend. I'm very excited. Pre-sale is Thursday, 10 a.m. The code is Andrew. Get there early, get those tickets before the bots or the resellers get them. I want you guys in there, and I cannot wait. Oh, also, we can finally mention where the special is going. Let's go. Flagrant, what's up? Listen, my advice to all you out there, start saying shit is dead more often. Companies are dead.
Yeah.
Obviously, the Yankees and the Dodgers are both dead.
Yeah.
So if there's any tickets that pop up to the World Series, you know, we definitely would not want to go to that because it's dead. Baseball sucks.
Yeah.
We've been saying baseball sucks on this podcast.
That's true.
For 7 straight years.
Yeah.
That's true.
So it only makes sense that we get first base tickets
absolutely.
to the World Series.
Say things. Y'all keep saying things are dead. I'm gonna keep saying Jerry Jones is alive, and you know what I mean. Let's just see. Let's just see. You know what I mean? Let's just see. Jerry Jones is alive. You know what I mean? He's alive.
We're gonna get to the special in a second, but I need to just any other updates on that. But I need to understand: are you still being pulled back into?
No. I'm actively rooting against them, and it's way more fun on this side.
You genuinely do not care.
I care.
Yeah.
But I'm also fuck them. It's like an ex that you just broke up with. Fuck that bitch. I think I said broke up with.
Yeah.
But an ex that you just broke up. Fuck that bitch. I'd love seeing them fail.
You still want them to win.
A little bit.
Deep
Right?
down.
Not yet. Not yet.
I can see it.
They're also not good. They're truly not good.
What ex are they, bro?
That's a good question. Exes I've heard of.
Yeah.
Y'all haven't.
Oh, I thought you had one in the tuck, bro.
Oh, I do.
Really? We cutting this? Or?
Nah, it's fine.
Oh, Akaash. Dominate your house. That's what I'm talking about. Dominate your house.
Yeah, sure.
That's what happens when you bring the dog around. Yeah. Bring something out in you. The alpha comes out in Akaash.
Yeah, 1000%.
Yeah. Akaash already wilting right now.
I know. Fuck, what did I do?
I don't have any exes, babe. It's just you.
Nah, she knows. It's just one, and she's married, and you know.
Oh, you've been keeping tabs or whatever?
Yeah.
She got fat.
A little bit.
Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
No. Really?
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
Yeah.
That thing got fatter, huh? That thing got fatter. I remember you chasing that little tail feather around downtown Manhattan.
This guy's a menace, bro.
I know.
This guy's a menace.
We got Akaash in the hot seat for
a menace, bro.
Listen, it's because Bam's not here. It's because the board of Bam is here.
I was already sweating pre-pod.
That's true. My bad. All right.
Happy's looking sad.
Yeah.
First of all, I just want to say shout out to everybody who's been very supportive about the whole venue change situation. A lot of DMs, asshole army showing up, and some people went a little wild.
Too supportive. Yeah. Turns out you can be too supportive. There's a little J6 situation going on.
They tried to storm Bam. They tried to storm Bam.
Stand back and stand by.
Mark sent me pictures of people outside protesting.
Yeah, and then
That's what the fuck I'm talking
reviews
about.
on BAM, there's been some. That's actually been mixed. I'll be honest. Like some of them are like, there's like some. I don't even understand how people use the internet anymore. Like, is there some people like this venue sucks, and like they made up a fake thing where they're like the AC is terrible and the bathrooms are gross.
Yeah.
And then there's other people being like, thanks for canceling Andrew Schulz. Love this venue. And there's this discourse happening in the Yelp reviews of the venue.
I love it.
So maybe don't do that.
Anyway, thank you guys for your support, man. And thank you for making a sign. If you made the sign to stand out in front of BAM, that is like...
That's commitment.
Dude, yeah, the arts and crafts. Do you know what I mean? Like, you had to get a marker and like sparkles and shit. And, like, I don't even know where to get poster board.
That's what they don't tell you about protesting is there's a lot of crafting.
There's some crafting.
It's very like DIY.
Yeah, you hang out with the boys.
Yeah,
like, can I borrow the red?
Yeah, I am a man.
And then you go kill some people at the Capitol. Right?
Yeah.
Nobody died except Lauren Babbage.
What?
That's my favorite thing that Trump says whenever January 6th is brought up. Nobody died except Lauren Babbage. Trump's basically going, she was a nobody. Anyway, thank you. Obviously, the Netflix thing is exciting.
Yeah, it's awesome.
I love the Beacon. That's like truly
cool, man.
It's my favorite theater in New York for sure.
Yeah,
and
I think it's
one
the
of my
best for stand-up.
Yeah, and I've of all the theaters I've done, I put that in the Wilbur's one and two.
Wilbur in Boston is incredible.
That might be my number one, but
Yeah.
Beacon is for the size too.
Yeah.
If I loved it when I performed it, I opened for Russell, and I was like,
wow.
"This is awesome."
Yeah.
What a
I
great
heard it's
venue.
white people's Apollo. Is that true?
I mean, the
I'd
rest
say
of the
Carnegie
theaters in New York are white people's Apollo.
Yeah.
I would say you guys have one theater. But like maybe Jews Apollo. Like Jerry Seinfeld's done like 100 shows there. Like the days that we were gonna do the shows, Bob Dylan had booked.
Wow.
And then Bob Dylan pulled out or something. I think there was some. What did your mom say? Like some
passed.
devil thing or
Yeah, he
something like
passed.
that?
Yeah.
He has a deal with the devil.
He's in hell and then
Yeah.
he's gonna come back. Have you've seen that video? You've seen the video. You haven't?
You know what's so
Because you're
funny?
saying this is a
No,
joke,
no.
but you
know
just
what's-
stumbled into a huge wormhole you don't even know about.
What?
This is
Bob
the thing.
Dylan is a deal with the devil. Okay,
I
has to work.
thought he's such a nice guy.
Oh, that's what I want
great
to.
lyrics.
No.
All you got to do.
He's a liberal.
All you got to do is say, and you know, people are like, say anything and then the Jews.
Yeah.
If you do anything and then the devil,
My mom
Mark's
has
has
posted
a
about it.
conspiracy that is brilliantly braided together.
Yes.
100%.
You haven't seen this already,
But the
bro?
more liberal they are, the more devil they are.
Got it.
I cannot believe I have
Usually.
to put you guys on game with this, bro. This is so annoying. You guys got to wake the fuck up.
Is
Let's
that
see it.
Bob Dylan? You know, I have no idea what Bob Dylan looks like.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still
He's
out
black?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand
there? What was your bargain?
to get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander,
On this earth?
and on this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
Come on, guys.
Why can't that be God?
Yeah, why can't that be God?
Why
Because-
don't you have God in your life and you thought that was the devil, right?
Because
What's that say about
Luci-
you?
Lucifer
What's that
is
say
the
about
greatest
you?
musician.
What's that say about you that he
Because-
says the chief commander and you say the devil?
No, because
Who's your
Lucifer
chief commander?
rules on this earth ever since the fall of man, bro. Come on, dude.
Lucifer is the greatest musician.
Yeah.
He is. He's the angel that
So
has the most
even back
beautiful
then, we
voice.
like gangster rap. Like we like hood shit. We like people doing sinful activities in our
Exactly.
music.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
there any... Actually, no. Christian music kind of bops.
Oh.
It does. Have you been to a Hillsongs?
Yeah, actually, similar. Yeah, similar.
They go hard.
Oh God,
1,000
I
times
still
or
break
10,000
this down.
times.
Why is the devil related to music?
I mean, this is
Anything that makes you feel good, Christians freak out about.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, but then in the church, y'all be going.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's
That's-
devil hymns.
No,
That's the instrument
but
that God
shit
gave you.
sucks. But you notice how that shit sucks?
So it has to suck for it to not be devilish.
It doesn't make you feel
Do
good.
they think Hillsong is devilish then?
Yeah,
I mean, probably not straight up devilish, but if there's too many instruments, then my mom is like, whoa. Why is there a drum? Why
I
is
mean,
it?
the Catholic Church is an instrument in and of itself, a lot of them, right?
Exactly. The building.
The organ.
Yeah.
So is that devilish?
Nope.
instrument.
So one is allowed.
Yeah. And then your voice, the one instrument God gave you. I'm pretty sure Orthodox Church doesn't do any instruments except your voice.
Really?
Because that's the only instrument that's ordained by God.
Isn't that you?
Regardless, Bob Dylan
I
is a
am
Satanist,
not, yeah.
okay? He's a
All right.
Satanist, and he was going to have the venue, but then he had to go down to hell for a weekend, so then you got it.
Yeah, shout out to Bob for that, man. You were wrong about the hurricane. That motherfucker did it, but no big deal. I got that on good authority. I told you.
what?
I told you Larry Schulz spoke to the
Ruben the
lawyer, right?
Hurricane Carter was. There's a movie. Denzel played him.
This
They said
is
he
the
was-
story of the hurricane
The man the authorities came to
to blame.
This is how you
was
feel.
something that
I have no
you
idea.
What the hell?
Do you know?
I have no idea what the fuck
He wrote a whole song about how you guys didn't do it.
You seen the Hurricane with Denzel? You just really haven't seen any black movies, huh?
I mean,
Take your shirt off. Take your fucking shirt off, bro. How do you not know the story of Hurricane Carter?
Did this come out before I was born? Like, when did this come
No,
out?
late 90s. Denzel, arguably his best performance.
No,
Fantastic.
stop it.
Oh, phenomenal.
Fantastic.
His best performance.
He was
Honestly-
a heavyweight champion of the world. Ruben Carter went to jail for murder. This movie leads you to believe it did not happen. The case was overturned. He was freed. And then Andrew's dad apparently heard that he did kill the guy.
Not heard. Asked his lawyer who got him off. And his lawyer, he interviewed him. His lawyer said, off the record, he did that shit.
That's what's up.
Yo, speaking of which, are the Menendez brothers good guys?
Yo, what is a Menendez brother?
It's a
Because I
young,
know it's a show on Netflix.
it's a
So
young
this
Cuban
happened
that
when
got.
we were kids,
yeah.
and none of us gave a fuck. We didn't know.
That's the Elion?
No.
That's funny. I know this one.
Menendez brothers.
This shit.
They were
I
brothers
am
who
Spanish.
killed their parents in like Beverly Hills or something.
They went to my high school.
What?
Yeah, it was
would.
the biggest story in LA for
But not
years.
during the time you were there.
No. He's not that old.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So Menendez brothers, early 90s,
Yeah.
killed their parents, go to jail.
Yeah.
They're like seen as like these awful people in the news, frame them as just like fucking psychopaths. How could you kill your parents? And I remember being surprised at that
Both
story.
of
'cause-
them? Killed both of the parents?
Yeah. And I remember being surprised at that story because I was like, Menendez, Beverly Hills, how does that happen?
Yeah.
And turns out these kids were getting brutally sexually assaulted by their dad. Mom knew it was happening, didn't do anything about it. So as they grew up, they really were fucking angry and hateful and violent about that.
Sexually assaulted, what does that mean?
Like, I think raped, like fucked.
The father was having sex with their butts?
Don't laugh.
Yeah.
Why are you laughing?
I think it's a story.
Why are you smiling?
Yo, first of all,
Why? No, whoa.
and what was the mom?
She was just turning a blind eye to it. She said something to them one time, apparently, like, I know what's going on or something like that, but just didn't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And like, the aunts knew what was going on.
And they've been in jail for this?
Yeah.
Yep.
For murdering a pedophile?
Yeah. For decades.
Decades. Kim
For murdering their
Kardashian publicly
pedophile.
went on their Instagram and said it's time for them to be let out.
Kim?
Not even let out,
Yep.
like
if
super
Trump
millions
gets
of
elected,
dollars.
she'll get out. Huh? They'll get
Super
out.
million. I mean, you
Yeah, but
should.
there's no proof that they were getting diddled.
Oh, they could just be saying it.
Yeah.
Take it out.
They just came out once they were on trial and they're fighting for their life.
And then there's some
like,
tangential proof. Like they
what's
told a
something-
psychologist, they told a cousin, like they told some other people that then testified.
And this is pre-murder of the psychologist?
Yeah.
Or psychiatrist, I assume?
Yeah.
But I'm on episode 2. This show
No,
is
I don't think
I didn't like
it was
that.
after the murder. Well, according to the Netflix show.
They had a cousin that they told when they were like 8 or 9 years old.
Oh,
and the
that-
cousin told the mom, and the mom was like, "Nah, that's not true. He's
That's
making it up."
true. Yeah.
And then that came out. So then the first jury was a hung jury, and then they retried them, and then they got convicted because it was in the wake of OJ. And they were like, "Oh, they didn't get the conviction on OJ."
I think
so
hung
we're
jury is a
getting this.
term used in poor taste when you're talking about sexual assault.
Yeah, you're really poor.
what?
You're so poor. in your
Don't call me
taste.
poor.
You are.
No, my taste
so
is good.
poor in your taste.
That's what they call it.
Wait, so
No,
these
your
guys
taste
are
is pretty
in
good.
jail.
Yeah.
2 white passing Latinos are in jail
Exactly
for
right.
decades
Yeah.
for killing a pedophile.
They're
They're pedophile enabler.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they could have went to authorities, but instead premeditated murder.
How do they go to authorities?
They also could have just driven away. They were like 20 years old.
Yeah, like they were in college.
I mean, so what was the distance between the last assault?
I think it stopped when they were like 15 or 16. Don't.
That's what I'm
Don't-
saying.
Don't,
like,
don't do that.
come
Don't-
on.
Don't do that.
No, we'll let them do it.
No,
Let them
no,
do
no.
it. Go.
No, we're gonna lose the beacon. We're gonna lose the beacon. No, the beacon is a beautiful
Hey, this is
venue.
the beacon right
The
here.
beacon
This
is a
the
beautiful
beacon of
venue.
truth.
Don't
Speak
do it.
that shit.
Don't do it.
What do you feel, Andrew?
Are they identical twins?
No.
No.
Okay, 'cause
One
that's-
is
I
very
would say identical. You just really need to hit one.
Wait, you said one is very handsome?
Yeah.
You like one of them?
One is way more handsome.
Damn, look at you and the dad got a similar taste. Guys, I already told you this up top, but the Life Tour Netflix special taping in New York City at the Beacon Theater goes on pre-sale Thursday. Okay, Thursday at 10 a.m. Pre-sale code is Andrew. Then the regular on sale is Friday. So get in the pre-sale early. We don't want the bots to go bot things up. I want real people. I want real supporters. I want real fans out there for this real New York City experience. Yeah, go grab those immediately. That's Thursday. Thank you so much. Now, this weekend, I'm going to be in Salt Lake City. We added a second show. Reno, we also had a second show. San Jose, California, we also had a second show. And Portland, and then Honolulu, Hawaii, we are closing out the Life Tour there, December 21st. Anyway, thank you guys so much. DavidSchultz.com for tickets. Appreciate y'all. Peace.
Hey guys, Miles said that I should use happiness is cuteness and say, don't you want to feed this dog? I'm going to be honest, we sold more tickets this past weekend at Stress Factory than any comedy club in the history of in New Jersey has ever sold in history in one weekend. So shouts to y'all. They said we could add 7 or 8 more shows. We might do that soon. But here's the point. I got this cute ass dog, and if I'm going to leave him to go do shows, you got to make it worth it. Come through. Richmond, Virginia, Funny Bone, I'm going to be there this weekend. Next weekend, Lexington, Kentucky, November 1st and 2nd. After that, 22nd and 23rd, I'm in Rochester. December 4th, I'm going to do a one-night show, Levittown, Long Island at Governor's. So hurry up and come through that. Hey, again, I didn't think you guys would like me before. Now that I had Donald J. Trump on the podcast, the 45th and maybe 47th president, I assume you'll be lining up, fucking stampeding to come see one of the good ones. Also, December 6th and 7th, Albany. Get your tickets there at akaashsing.com. Also, fan bases, we're doing our thing. Come through, check us out there. Love you, buddy.
So you think they just fabricated the whole molestation shit
think
because
I don't
they're
think
two
that.
crazy little fucks that killed their parents?
I think so. Because right after they kill
Thank
their
you,
parents, they get the money, they start spending it like crazy.
Oh yeah, they do
buy
go on a
him-
spending spree.
Yeah.
They
But
buy
Wait, what that got to do? You
Yeah.
can't spend a little money for getting diddled your whole life?
Yeah.
You gotta,
You got diddled for 15 years.
you
can't buy a
gotta
Ferrari?
mourn. You gotta mourn at least. You gotta fake mourn.
No,
like if
'cause
you
they
just
fucked
merch your
This
parents
dad
out.
fucked me and this mom did nothing about it.
You got to celebrate.
Yeah.
Now
Yeah.
you might got to go Richie Rich.
And they did. They got Rolexes. They bought a Porsche. They got like floor
That's
seats to
barely,
the
that's
Lakers.
light work.
Don't you deserve more? Like if you've been molested brutally, as you said,
Yeah.
your entire life until the age of 16, and when it just completely stopped. Why is that funny, Al? Al, why is that funny?
Because I don't believe it. That's why I can laugh.
So you think that they're, because here's the thing. This is actually really important for this discussion on the podcast about the venue change at the for the special. This is very, very important. If they were molested in an aggravated fashion, as you were saying, come on, Mark. Why can I not use a verb? No, an adjective.
In a
Why
brutal
can I?
fashion.
Yeah, why can I use an adjective to describe the molestation? If they were molested,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
At an astronomical rate for the time. If they were
For the time.
for the time.
It's not inflation.
There was no blue
It's
chew
not-
back then. There was nothing, right? Like this is you're just going, no steroids, nothing. Like,
Okay.
okay, regular appetite,
If.
right? If this is horrible, we cannot joke around about.
No.
But
That's
if they were two absolutely psychopathic murderers that murdered their innocent parents, and on top of that, are then trying to destroy their legacy by calling them pedophiles and pedophile enablers, then these jokes are a lot of fun.
There you go.
So we're in a very difficult situation right now.
Conundrum.
How do you get out
well,
of
the
this?
courts are saying that the jokes are fine.
Because the courts convicted them
Yeah.
of murder and no pedophilia.
Yep.
Is there a way to test like the rings on their butthole?
Okay.
That,
See.
like a tree.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
if you cut a tree in half, you know how many years.
Yeah.
But is there a way to test the wrinkles?
Yeah. How many violent assaults?
If they're more wrinkled out
Yeah. Yeah.
for their age, is it possible?
That's a great question.
Is there a statute
Can
of
I ask-
limitations for that shit, or that's
For sexual assault?
yeah,
A
or is
statue? What did you say?
statute of limitations?
Oh.
Yeah, there used to be. I don't think there is now for murder.
Here's my, honestly, statistically, two brothers, both murderous psychopaths, with nothing happening to them, seems a little crazy.
That's the fact that they raise kids that are willing to kill them proves to me that they're bad parents.
Yo,
Yeah.
that's a good point too.
Like
now,
one psycho kid.
okay,
Okay,
okay.
we've all heard of one psycho kid. Two brothers, psycho, kill the parents. If they're that psychopathic, something is off with the parents.
One didn't really want to do it. It was the other brother that kind of like nudged him into doing it with.
Hey, it's not fucking smoking a cigarette, man. It's killing your parents.
Both of them with a shotgun.
Yeah, but then the older brother who was getting diddled started to like kind
now he was
of
getting
diddle the younger brother.
What?
According to Netflix. Like they were like a little flirty with each other. That's what Netflix implied.
Well, it's Ryan Murphy who did the show, so there's always.
So maybe it was
Is
a
he
love
taking
triangle.
Is he hyperbolic? Is that what you're saying?
No,
Look at them.
I was
That's them
Googling,
right
like,
there?
is this real?
Yeah,
Is that
I know.
real? They're kissing each other?
I know.
Oh, you wanna know something crazy?
I think it was a love triangle.
Mark Jackson, basketball court, Knicks. Who's in the shot? The Menendez brothers on the floor.
Wow. That's
wow.
crazy.
That's dope.
So that card has been going up
Yeah.
since the show dropped.
Yeah. You think after they killed their parents, they were running out of the house like that?
Wrong guy.
No, this LJ did this, and then Mark Jackson started doing this
Oh,
because he's
got
very
it.
religious. He started doing the
The
cross.
cross.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
That's fire.
Remember when Mark Jackson said that he would knock the bottom out of LeBron's wife or something like that? What? Do you not
he
see
said
this?
something crazy.
It's one of the craziest things I've
remember
ever
that.
Like,
seen.
you think you're
It's
like, it
damn,
must be,
Savannah,
he
like,
must have misspoken.
he
but
goes, with all due respect, I would drop the bottom out of that.
he said something.
He says something absolutely insane.
Let's
And
check
Mark
this
Jackson-
Before you put that
Look
on.
at Mark
he's
Jackson,
not, he's not
Savannah
broadcasting
James.
no more because they can't trust him. This is a religious man.
Wow.
Oh, yeah,
He's a
here we go.
pastor.
Yeah, here
Watch
it is.
him.
Here it is. Yeah.
I'm shocked you downplayed Savannah. He said she was all city. James again from downtown. And I'd hit out the park. No question. With all due respect.
He did. Listen, by the rules of this show.
He hit him with all due respect.
By the rules of this show.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Hit her out the park. What do you got to do to a girl to hit her out the park?
Crazy.
That's LeBron's kid's mother. She sits there front row.
The call before it is James with a dunk.
Yeah, he
wild.
just scored. He's not even paying attention to that. He's looking at Savannah. He'd hit her out the park, Al.
With all due respect.
With all due respect.
Yeah.
How you hit someone's wife and the mother of their kids out the park respectfully? How do you do that respectfully?
Takes a master, bro.
What position? I need to know the position, Mark Jackson, with all due respect to LeBron James. Yeah, take a deep breath there, Akaash.
I still got diarrhea. I don't know what's going on with me.
Yeah, why are you so sweaty?
I don't know what's going on. It's just hitting the last half hour.
What the hell?
Y'all are all going to get sick probably. It's all good.
Oh, come on.
Come on, dude.
What, your special
We
things
have
not-
children.
Yeah. You already got me sick once.
You don't even spend any time with your kids. What are you talking about?
Yeah, exactly, because I'm sick. Come on.
That shit hurt when you said that shit right there. That shit hurt.
Because there was some truth behind it. That's why.
Nah, I spend so much. That's why I'm
said
late.
damn,
We ain't
not
talking about you.
Oh, sick. That's fine. Fuck that guy. Yeah,
You're a good
sucks.
dad.
Yo, this guy missed Shifty's birthday, yo.
Yeah.
This guy missed Shifty's
To
birthday.
not spend time with his kid.
Where was he?
He was
I-
doing shows.
I had to go be with my deadbeat kid.
That's crazy. Ain't that crazy?
Yo, sing him happy birthday right now, son. By yourself.
It's a Shifty?
Sing Shifty happy birthday.
It's not his
right?
birthday.
Yo.
When's his birthday?
Yo, this dumb motherfucker. There was a surprise party, and you know when the person's coming in for the surprise, you go, surprise! This
What'd I do?
motherfucker starts singing happy birthday, and then the whole fucking table for some reason just starts singing happy birthday. And now we had to sing that shit like 2-3 times because of your dumb ass.
Oh, that happened before. That has
I'll be
happened.
honest, I didn't know what to do in that moment.
Yeah,
But
clearly.
I didn't want there to not be noise when he walked in.
Yes, you go surprise.
I forgot.
You were surprised.
I'll be
I'm
honest with
just
you.
so mad that the rest of the table started singing.
Can I? Yeah, I did rally the crowd out.
It was like a slow cut.
Can I be honest with you? The hardest part of that whole evening was stopping the edit with Shifty around 6 so he could get to his own surprise birthday dinner. Because we were editing up to around 6, and I'm like, oh, we could get this clip out if I push it, but we're going to miss about an hour of this dinner.
But
So
how
I
good would
peeled
that
away
be?
at 6, didn't I, Shifty? Okay.
If he doesn't show up, what a good surprise. You know what I mean?
Oh. And I'm just sitting there like, oh, I wonder what he's doing. Guy's probably a hard worker, probably got important things to do. Show's going on sale, no big deal. Anyway, did you feel any guilt about missing shift? Because I told everyone you missed it because of your child, which is a reasonable excuse.
Yeah.
He also got drunk last week and just left his kid. Just went and hung out with his brother, got super drunk.
Son, when you gonna learn, bro? When are you gonna fucking learn? You don't learn nothing, bro.
What?
You can't get drunk.
Why?
You have to go play paddle. Like, I know you mean. I think I played paddle the day the baby got back.
There you go.
Because my wife was like, right now she's gonna sleep for like 12 hours at a time. And I'll clock that sentence and say a word. You don't say. So
Yeah, they sleep hella long.
But going to a party, that your wife is gonna kill you for that one. I know she was upset because I heard about it from my wife.
There you go.
Oh, I love this little train. I know Mark fucking up before Mark tells me. My wife tells me immediately, and I love it when Mark fuck up because I gang up on his ass, so I look like the good husband.
You gotta do that.
I gang up
gotta
on
do
him.
that.
What did you say?
I make sure,
No,
like
that's
when
so
you were at
fucked
dinner,
up.
I made sure to talk to
You're
my
supposed
wife
to have
about
my
that
back.
shit.
You're supposed to have my
I
back.
made sure of it.
You
It
said,
feels good.
oh, he's probably at church. That's what you're supposed to say.
No, I say this. I say, babe, it was amazing that you came to dinner despite having to feed Shy and just making sure Shifty really felt. I go, did you notice who wasn't there? I get all the points. I'm getting all the points. Also, man, do you feel this way yet about being a dad?
Yes.
We ain't shit. I literally
You
feel.
don't feel that yet, to be honest.
No. Let me get it out
And that
because
was
he might.
pre-baby too.
Yeah. But he was used to ain't shit.
Okay.
But like, okay, we've had this discussion about just being men in general. Like, I feel like if I don't cheat and I pay for things, everything else you need to be grateful for.
Gravy.
Yeah, it's like
1000%.
I am the greatest man that's ever existed.
Yes. If I don't cheat and I pay
don't
for
cheat
things, I'm
and
allowed
I
to
pay
cheat.
for things.
Wait, what?
I'm allowed to cheat.
Is that what you said? It's an old. It's
This
an
guy's
old.
a genius.
What do you mean?
Yo,
Come
listen,
on, smart.
when he said it so matter-of-factly, I was like, wait, we are?
Wait,
I got excited.
wait,
I was like,
what was that?
ain't nobody telling me about that one.
Where is that? No one died except that man.
Yo, you had this bit. I still tell people it's from like 10 years ago. 12, 15 years ago. I remember you're on
I
stage.
like how you add in years.
Yeah, keep it going.
just
Make
to
sure Emma no more around.
17 to 30 years ago.
Yeah, legit. Yeah, about 12 years ago, probably, because I remember I lived with you at the time. And we're at a show together, and you were in a relationship, and you're like, hey, I know I'm not supposed to feel like this, but you ever, like, fellas, your girl be like, hey, can you take out the trash? And you don't say it, but in your head, you're like, bitch, do you know how tired I am from not cheating on you all day?
All day. All day.
How fucking exhausted I
You want
am.
me to carry out the trash when I've been carrying around all this not pussy on my dick all day? Like that is I think how we feel. But I think that's based on what we know about
I
men.
can tell you were fighting because sometimes you just get on stage and you just let it loose.
Oh yeah.
I can tell. You never did it again. I was like, that's so good.
You know what's crazy about those sets is I'll get off stage and be like, man, I murdered that shit. I'll go listen to the set and I'll be like, I got some things I need to work on. Because I bombed this set, but it felt good to get off my chest. Anyway,
All right.
when you have a kid, they're like, I woke up last night when I got back from show, no, 2 nights ago, got back from shows, baby cried, I got you. You've been taking care of this baby all weekend, I got you. I'm putting her back to sleep. The next night, baby cries again, okay? My wife nudges me, and she hits me with the, hey, you were so good at getting a baby to sleep last night.
You can't be too good. So
He's too good. Son, she gonna punish me for being nice. So she goes, do you think you should try to get him to sleep again? And I was like, oh my God, her to sleep again. I was like, oh my God. I go put her down. She wakes up a little bit later. I put her down again. But that is the exact concern I had. If I'm too good at putting her down, I'm going to have to do it all the time.
See, we have a term for this. It's called strategic incompetence.
My dad was perfect in it, and I thought that he had dementia.
No.
I thought it was dementia this whole time. It's not.
You still think he has that?
I think he's been making this up. Yeah. I'm waiting for one day he just looks at me and be like, gotcha.
What'd you just do? What was that? You'd be like, nothing.
I don't know what I did. Okay, so go on that.
Yeah, you empty the dishwasher and you put everything in the wrong place. The dishes go in the shower.
Love it.
And then she goes, you can't put dishes in the shower. You go, oops, did I do that?
He told me about this shit years ago, and I'm like,
and then she goes, let me just do it.
Son.
And you go, I can do it. She goes, no, you can't do it. You go, what do you mean? And then she does it.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah.
Sometimes these old dudes got it worked out.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
Can I? Okay, so real quick within this decision.
Your wives is crazy.
Real quick, because I need some advice about this one. The next day, I did 3 wake-ups in a row. So I haven't stopped calculating that. Okay?
That's 5 wake-ups. 6 wake-ups at this point.
That's... Wait, go on.
1, then 2, then 3 in a row. That's 6.
Oh, no. I just did 3 in a row.
Oh,
yeah.
That's it.
I just did 3. That's it.
That was good boy math. That was good boy math.
I thought I
Bring
did
that
6
up.
without
Yeah.
knowing.
Bring that up.
He was trying to do some girl math.
Yeah. That was great.
And then 2, and then 3.
Yeah.
That's, come on.
Okay.
All right. So I'm trying to broach the subject in the least toxic way possible, which is clearly just gaslighting her into thinking that she fucked up.
Nice. Okay.
So when she woke me up to put the baby to sleep the second night, she's like, can you do it? I said, fine. Okay. I did say fine.
Well, what's
Okay. So the next day I said, hey, by the way, when I said fine yesterday, did that make you feel, away or anything like that? And I'm looking for her to be like, no, I was just so grateful that you put the baby down 3 times in a row.
What the fuck are you thinking?
But instead she hit me with,
Yeah.
I forgive you. You were probably tired. I said, we are fighting this morning. Ding, 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 ding. Let's get ready to rock.
You could have just took that.
I know. I apologize this afternoon. Okay. I realized the wrongs of my ways this afternoon now.
If he did a set at the Lantern, though,
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
If you were able to go to the Village Lantern, though, and get it off your chest and bomb for 8 minutes,
good.
then think about how good everything would be.
I should have known because you texted us, sorry boys, I'm on my way now. And I still was like, it don't take that long to walk over here. This has been like 20 minutes since I'm on my way now.
We had to have a nice recovery. I had to take some accountability. It was good. We had a good session.
That shit is the worst, having to take accountability.
Oh,
I
that's
hate
good.
that shit.
because he came in kind of calm and stuff. If he ain't get it out before, it would have been a different,
Y'all be fighting right now.
opener.
Gonna get out on somebody.
Yeah.
Okay.
I forgive you.
He'd be like, yo, Netflix, I forgive you. Bam, I forgive
Bam,
you.
it's fine. It's fine, man.
You had to do what you had to do, man.
Yeah.
You had to do what you had to do.
But the kids sleep so much now that like I feel like there's nothing to do. I take them for walks. That's my thing.
Yeah, you gotta get out the house.
And I take pride in putting him to sleep. Because anytime he starts crying, she's like, she's just crying. I don't know what's going on. I go,
I got this.
Give
me this shit.
I've strapped him to my chest. I go for a walk. The second we go outside, he falls asleep. I think it's the fumes from the cars. And it just knocks him out. And then we walk around for 2 hours. I go on the phone and I just talk to people, go on Reddit, fucking Instagram, scroll around, and I come home.
Yeah, it's fire.
And it's great. And then she's like, wow, you're a
Great excuse to ignore your wife and have a kid.
That's my point.
You gotta get out the house, bro. You gotta get out the house.
And I tell her, I say, hey, right now I feel like you're in a spot where it's waking him up. He can smell you. You know what I mean? So you got to let me go.
Oh, you fucked up with that.
Let me go to the restaurant. Let me go to be out with my friends, with the kid.
They love to do that. They love to act like they can't get them down because the baby smells the milk. Maybe you're not as nice as me. Did you think about that?
Exactly.
Hey, did you think about that one? Maybe little baby crawls in daddy's arms and it's night-night because I'm nice with it.
Nah, he was really good yesterday. He was doing the little shit over you,
Anything
on
I
your
could.
shoulders. She just giggling, laughing.
Yeah.
The sweetest.
And was looking up
She got a
like
great laugh.
side-eyeing you.
This motherfucker about to get my kid's head chopped off by a ceiling fan because I just did that with the baby on my shoulders. Listen, I do think it's important that we have this Yankees Dodgers World Series. I do think it's important that we discuss. First of all, New York wins no matter what. The Dodgers are from New York. It was
that's Brooklyn.
Dodgers.
That's true.
So New York wins no matter what. Let's just call it what it is.
Yeah,
But obviously we're going for the Yankees, not those sellouts that left, those pussies. Okay? Those turncoats that ran over to the West Coast when shit got rough. They should have just ran down to Miami. You know what I mean? That's what real New Yorkers do.
Come back in 5 months.
And then you come back in 5 months with a nice tan, ready to get after it. Okay, Yankees obviously taking this. I understand they got Godzilla. What's the guy's name? The guy on the Shohei Ohtani. Right. I understand they got Shohei Ohtani. I don't know why I thought it was different.
He's just a Japanese guy.
Yeah. So here's a baseball. I think Dove.
They got Yao Ming on the team too, right?
Yeah, they do.
Yao Ming.
They do.
Fire.
They also
Yeah, he's
have Aaron Judge.
That's y'all. That's the Yankees.
Yeah, I'm talking about the Yankees.
Oh.
Yeah. Aaron Judge is not black.
What?
He's half, right?
I don't think so.
Hey, he's not black.
I thought he was Obama.
I thought he was too, and then I saw his mom is white, and then I thought I saw the.
That's usually how that goes.
No. Then I thought I saw the dad as well, and then the dad looked white. Is he?
Maybe that's the dad that stepped up. We got to look.
Oh shit. That's a shitty situation.
Well, he was
That
adopted.
is stepped up. No.
Oh, he was adopted by.
yeah.
That's
come on.
awesome. Dude, what a fuck. Speaking of home runs, imagine you adopt a kid and then he turns into a pro athlete.
Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, they must have looked at it.
That's the blind side, but like the real version, the pure version. You
Yeah.
weren't doing it so that you would join an SEC football team.
Yeah.
You were doing it because you actually really loved that kid.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. So according to this, he's biracial, but he was not told that he was adopted until he was 11 years old.
Wow.
He just happened.
not that
He just
late.
happened to be 6'5" and black, and be like, why don't I feel like I look like my parents? Like what? This is Clifford the Big Red Dog. It's like, yeah, you're a little different, Aaron. You know, you happen to be 6'5" and black.
Yo, shout out Aaron Judge
Yeah, that's fire.
and the Yankees. Yankees, we taking this shit.
And Soto.
In how many games? Dove doesn't want it, but in how many games?
I think we might sweep.
I think it's a sweep, bro.
Yeah, I think it's sweet.
I think it's
I think
a
6
sweep.
is a safe guess.
You think the Doyers are gonna guess?
Have you seen Shohei
Dodgers?
this season?
Huh?
Have you seen Shohei this
Hell
season?
yeah, I seen him this season.
Oh, 50-50 is crazy.
He can only pitch one
So
game.
apparently
bro.
30-30 is impressive. 40-40 is unheard of. He did 50-50. 50 home runs, 50 stolen bases. 40-40 was like historic. And
Have
then
you
he just
seen him
went.
destroy Tokyo? That I think is way more impressive than getting 50 home runs. I saw that man trample on a building.
That's why they call him the Dodgers, because Al tried to punch him on the subway. and they had to flee to LA. Isn't that crazy?
That's fucked up that you did that. It made the whole team go over.
Oh yeah, for the Yankees, bro. I'll bring back Agent Hate, bro.
We do have to bring it back for this series.
Absolutely.
We do have to unfortunately bring it back for the series.
We
Just for the
apologize in
series.
advance. We're gonna say some racist ass shit during
But
the
it's
game.
just until we sweep
It's
y'all.
only until we win. When we win, then it's like, oh, I respect the.
You've been going
sports
crazy
like-
though. It's been too much.
I mean, I'm getting ready.
He called the bullpen an internment camp. I was like, that's crazy. You can't call it that. He did
Al,
call
that
it
is so racist.
That's crazy.
That's
This is off
fucked up.
air, bro. It's
Yeah,
off
that
air.
is really racist of you, Al. Damn. Anyway, hopefully we'll think of some more jokes. But the point that I'm trying to make is right now Stake is the leader in global betting and U.S. social casinos. You could bet on top sports and political events and use the promo code Flagrant for your welcome bonus. So just know that when you're betting on the World Series, obviously for the Yankees, not for the ops, not for the bad guys, okay? When you're betting for the Yankees, you know that the Yankees have no immigrants on our team?
That's true.
Hold on, let me say that
We would
again.
be a shit
Let me
team,
say,
bro.
let me say that again. Did you know the Yankees have no immigrants on our team?
Yeah.
Hey, you know where Trump just was in the barbershop in the Bronx?
Where did the Yankees play?
The Bronx.
Exactly.
The zoo, baby.
Exactly.
We might lose now. Fuck.
Oswaldo Cabrera.
American born.
Yeah.
Okay.
Juan Soto.
No, I don't think.
Yeah.
American
At all.
born.
Really?
Juan Soto.
All these guys are naturalized Americans. Once you can throw at least 90 miles per hour with
That's
location,
fair.
you become American.
That I
Everybody
agree.
knows that about
That is
this country. We are an incredibly accepting country. Bring us your hungry, bring us your weak, bring us your left-handers that can throw fast. This is in the bylaws. This is in the bylaws.
Yeah.
So Stake is the place where you're going to go put your money on the Yankees, the greatest baseball team in history. Or you could put it on the Dodgers if you want.
Yeah. And lose dozens of dollars
Hell yeah.
if you want to.
If you wanted to do that, you technically can over at Stake, but you don't have to. You know? Just think about a certain harbor.
Feels racial.
What?
Feels racial. Oh,
I'm
also,
talking about the Boston Tea Party when we threw the fucking...
where the Yankees fucking
the
stepped
Yankees
up
stepped up.
and dumped the tea.
wow,
And
that
who
was
loves
good.
tea more than Japanese people?
Thank you, Mark. Come on, guys. Why do you always jump to the worst, most racist part instead of like the most historically accurate one?
Yeah, exactly.
It's fucked
The
up that
Japanese
people
saw
do
us
that.
dumping tea. They're like, no, don't do it. What? Thought I was gonna do an accent, you racist motherfucker. Tell him about the gift basket. Tell him. If you do something on a steak, you get a gift basket.
I need out of this one.
It's an amazing gift basket.
Let's get back to the show right now. All right, we're back. I need to bring up something. I think the best documentarian alive right now is a guy named Chris Smith. He's the guy who did the Vince McMahon doc that's out right now.
I started
down-
that. Yeah.
He did Fire, Jim and Andy,
He did Tiger King.
Tiger
shit.
King.
He did 100-Foot Wave. I don't know if you guys saw that one. It's fucking incredible.
I didn't see that one.
100-Foot Wave is like...
Spectacular.
So these guys are seeking to ride a 100-foot wave, right? And they're these big wave surfers. They get towed in. You should probably see it. And there's this wave in Portugal, Nazaré. I'm probably mispronouncing it, but essentially what happens is because of the way like Nazaré Bay is created over millions of years, these two swells come together. They create these gigantic peaks, and you can surf the biggest waves in the world there. Anyway, this guy. Okay, this is what's so impressive about like documentaries that are fantastic. You have to create a story that you cannot control. Yeah, you can control it to a certain extent, but like you're using what people are telling you.
Right.
Right? You can't change their words. And I'm watching this Vince McMahon doc. And I went into it as someone who like, I watched wrestling when I was young, but I wasn't like the biggest wrestling fan. Like I got caught up a little bit with The Rock or whatever. Like when I was younger, maybe Hogan and The Ultimate Warrior or whatever. Obviously always loved The Undertaker. The Undertaker's just like iconic to me. It's almost like bigger than wrestling.
Yeah.
But I'm watching this documentary and first of all, one episode in, it's the best documentary on TV right now. Please, everybody go watch this fucking thing. It's absolutely amazing. I wish I watched wrestling because it is such a beautiful distillation of whatever is happening in American culture at the time.
Yeah.
Because it's a mirror on purpose. they're reflecting the trends that are happening and then showcasing them in a little bit more cartoonish way, obviously, through the wrestling. I always looked at it, I was like, is this like an athletic thing? Is this, people believe it's real, at least when I was younger, but then it's not or whatever. It has nothing to do whether it's real or not. It's these storylines that they put together. And literally turning it, there's this saying, everything is wrestling. I didn't even understand until I was watching this documentary. Doing the most, sometimes is salacious, sometimes it is the most seductive, sometimes the most evil, sometimes it's the most heroic thing at the time. And long-term thinking, you have to set up a WrestleMania months prior. And watching the way that they would reflect culture, understand what the people wanted, and knowing that if people are upset vocally, it's just as good as if they're happy vocally. If they're cheering or booing, it's the same.
It's like soap operas for men.
Facts.
Because you have to keep the story going. You have to keep them engaged. You have to have your peaks and your lows.
And Vince is willing to do anything.
He is willing to do anything. Like, there's a great line in it where he says, somebody says about him, they're like, the only person that Vince has been loyal to his entire life is the business.
Yeah, he doesn't own the business.
The business owns him. I compel you all to go watch this documentary. Give it one episode and tell me that you do not tee up that second one. I know that you guys have seen it. I don't know if you've finished it yet.
Yeah.
You finished it? You just first
started,
episode.
yeah.
Okay, what are your takes so far? What are things you didn't know about wrestling? Like, what are you...
I've been looking for a doc like this for like 2 years. I was like Googling like wrestling docs and watching like wrestling docs on YouTube, like that people put together. I didn't even realize that this was like in production. And then I love that it explains the history of wrestling and all the arcs. Like, it's not just about Vince. It's the entirety of WWF/WWE through the like viewpoint of the guy, the creator of it.
Yeah.
It kind of goes back to the adage, like, great men are hardly ever good men, because he is simultaneously both. He's like an absolute genius and like probably the greatest promoter of all time
Ever.
And also like a true addict to like his proclivities, and like he becomes the character.
And he talks about that, about other, I don't want to give up too much, but like there's a moment where he talks about how sometimes other wrestlers will start to believe that they are the character. And
not realizing that he became it.
And what I thought was so good about this guy who does the doc, Chris Smith, is that, you know how in wrestle, it's like the doc almost mirrors wrestling. In wrestling, there'll be these heels that sometimes will turn babyface or face. Face is like good guy, heel is bad guy. He does that with the wrestlers in the doc. You're rooting for Vince.
Wow.
Then he's the heel, you're rooting against him. Then he switches it, makes you, and I'm watching it, like assessing my emotional connection to the different characters. And you get honest shit in this. Like Hulk Hogan admits to snitching on all the other wrestlers when they were trying to unionize against Vince. And he goes, yeah, I went and told Vince they were all trying to unionize.
And then he later turns on Vince and sells him out, goes to WCW.
And then comes back. And Vince knows that's the best thing if he comes back.
That was actually an interesting point, that Vince doesn't look betrayal in return as him like giving in. He sees it as a power thing. That no matter what you say about me, you always come back. And that's so interesting because I never saw it that way. It's like
the ultimate victory. You came crawling back, whatever it is. That's the ultimate sign of power and dominance.
And he looks at just what's good for business.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. One of the chicks sued him. They paid out and then they brought her back just because she got ratings. Like that is nuts.
I mean, the storylines with this family,
I would hold a grudge.
Like the fact that he's like, okay, I'm gonna put my daughter in. She's now a wrestler, and like she's a part of the storylines, and they're all calling her a slut. Thousands of people in this arena, and then he looks over and just goes,
"Bro,
there's a guy."
Perfect.
Sorry, go, Alco.
Just piggybacking off that, like I thought he was already off. Like you see it happening throughout the doc, but when one of the storylines was he was going to say that he slept with his daughter.
He impregnated her.
Impregnated daughter for a storyline. I'm like,
crazy.
Yo, this guy is next level.
Here.
He's crazy. But I loved it because I was a bit more of a wrestling guy. Like I probably had like maybe a 5 to 10 year period where I was like in it.
I had like a 2-year run where I was like really in it. And then when you said male soap opera, I remember I missed like 2 episodes,
and then
I didn't care anymore. And I was like, oh, it's a male soap opera.
Yeah.
I'm good. But the way they tell story, and my brother, when he broke down the Cody Rhodes getting the belt from Roman Reigns, it was like a multi-year arc. And then it paid off in a way that everybody was so fucking thrilled about. It's like, wow, that is, I mean, perfect storytelling. Yeah. Perfect.
Like having Undertaker undefeated for every WrestleMania, and then the first time he lost, that was like traumatic. That was like, I can't believe what's happening right now.
Oh, you remember going through that live?
Yeah. Like that was nuts. I'm like, no, this can't happen. Like I was flustered. I'm like, that shit works. They're good. He's good.
He understands how to evoke that emotion and reflect what the people are feeling. Like when he becomes the big bad billionaire owner, it's at a time when American workers were really starting to resent these successful people who were holding them down, and they didn't feel the confidence in the American dream that they might have felt a decade prior. A decade prior, they might have felt, maybe I could be fucking Hulk Hogan. I can go out there, rip my shirt off. Like, I wonder if there's some of this reflects American economy and opportunity. But like to be able to understand that and go, oh, they hate me because I'm the boss that makes these horrible decisions and I don't care about the working man.
Or the people that love Stone Cold.
Because he was the rejection of the authority.
Yeah. I didn't realize this. Like growing up, everyone had Awesome 316, like bumper stickers and shirts. You just see it everywhere, like where I grew up in Florida. Yeah. And now that I'm understanding what he represented, I get it so much more.
If I'm not mistaken, it was around the period where it was like the 1%, 99%. They were doing all those march
protests
rallies,
or whatever.
Protests. Yeah. So it's like he, like you said, this is going on in reality, and he just amplifies it. And he didn't mind being the absolute boogeyman. He's like, I'll take it.
I will take the heat. You can hate me all you fucking want. And most people can't check that ego. Someone even said this to us about fighters entering the ring. Like, it's very hard for a fighter to be a heel. Something I've always credited Jake about.
Chael might have said this.
Chael's probably. He's like, these fighters come to the ring and we want to be cheered. It's hard to be booed. But if you are booed like crazy, you can make crazy money. But it is emotionally too much weight for the fighter to hold. I think that's something that you got to give Jake credit for. Like, he can be hated. It's a superpower.
It really is.
That was an interesting moment, seeing how The Rock turned his entry into like praise, like by ultimately addressing and sort of confronting the ridicule and the boos. Like, it's just a good lesson. Like, he's getting shoved down the throats of the fans. They hate it. They hate that he's some legacy guy, that everything was given to him.
Because it looks like nepotism.
Exactly.
It looks like it's handed to him.
And then he acknowledges it and calls like a respect thing, and then kind of turns heel.
Shut your candy ass up. And they like it. They love the fact.
And they love it. And it's like just such a good lesson. Like, oh, if you're in that position, like you can look at wrestling as kind of a template for like how to deal with the criticism.
You can look at wrestling for a template for entertainment in general. And some people just end up doing it authentically. Like it is so pure to them. I think like the fighting version of Stone Cold, this is going to seem a little bit derivative, but like a Nate Diaz. I do whatever I want. I'm gonna also, Nate and Schaub are beefing right now, which is wild to see if that turns out. But I mean, imagine they actually fight. Schaub is a big boy.
Fire.
But this idea that like Nate has always been beloved because he's always been rebellious. I do what I want. I'll smoke fucking weed. Fuck you. I'm going out there. I'm choking you out. I don't give a fuck. And he hasn't presented to us as some multi-billionaire who's made all this money fighting, and now we resent his life and his success. Anyway, I would go watch this. There's
one question. Sorry, did he become the character, or was he always a character? And we're being a little sympathetic, saying he's become.
I think he becomes.
I thought about this. I think what happens is like the character is always like a part of you. And it might be like a quiet part of your personality that you can tap into.
Right.
And then the positive reinforcement gives you more confidence in leaning into that part of you.
That, I think even just that question is more profound than you know, because he modeled the character after his father.
Oof.
So was it an inevitability that he would just always end up like his father? And him creating that character, was that just a faster pipeline to becoming that? Or is that ultimately why he did it, because he became the character that he modeled after his dad?
Also, like,
I see a lot of eerie similarities with Trump. Like, he has a son that's always just wanted love from him, that he would never give love. Like, just a lot of similar things.
His dad he's just getting the shit beaten out of him every day. by his stepdad, and his dad never acknowledges it.
Yeah.
Just kind of pats him on the back when he meets him.
Yeah.
Hey, buddy.
there's some awesome moments where like you got to watch it. It is.
And wrestling fans are listening to this being like, duh.
Yeah,
where the fuck
we
have you
understand
been?
that we're late, and I want to talk to some wrestlers actually about
Yeah.
this. Like, there's a guy on it, Cody Rhodes, that you see in it, and you'd done this like great breakdown of
Yeah.
like what his arc had been.
Yeah.
But he's really fascinating because his father was also a wrestler, but he seems to have this. It's almost like a bird's eye view of it all. Like he's almost kind of like fluent in wrestling because he grew up in it, just like Vince did. Like Vince's dad was a promoter. I had no fucking clue.
Yeah.
He took over the business. He bought it. He bought his dad out.
Oh, wow.
So knowing that kind of like, this is how it works. This is the business. How do you succeed within the business? Like, I want to know what the fuck Cody did politically to sell Vince on him winning.
Yeah.
That's also like, you got to know on the come up, what do I need to do in order to get that belt? I need the fans to either not want me to have it at all or be really rooting for me.
Yeah.
Because Vince's decision ain't about, I like him, he's sweet, he's talented. It's, what does that fucking audience want?
Yeah.
Or what would they hate the most?
Yeah.
Done. He hooked his daughter up with Triple H. That was just supposed to be a storyline, and that became
Real life.
And like kind of forced the marriage because they needed a marriage storyline for the show.
Wow.
Like, it's crazy. It's really crazy. And a great thing about this doc is that they started it before the shit came out about Vince. And then the last 2 episodes, it's after the shit that
that's
came
great.
out
Okay.
about Vincent. So it's like, wow, you see all the stuff that people were saying, like, no, he like everybody except Vince was saying, no, that's kind of him. Vince is in denial. And then you hear all the stuff that happens, like, oh shit, that really was
Also, credit the wrestlers on it. They are brutally honest.
Yep.
And so good. I mean, you get why they're the greatest. You see why Vince was like, yeah, you're going to run the ring.
Every one of them is cutting a promo while they're talking.
Yeah.
It's not like some awkward, nervous person in a documentary like, oh my God, what will the world say when I have to? They are soaking it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. So we got to talk to,
Yeah.
we got to talk.
We need Stone Cold.
Yo, Stone Cold.
Because I was watching
Fuck
the shit,
yeah.
I was like, oh yeah, this would have been my favorite guy.
Yeah.
100%.
He was awesome.
He just seems
Stone
so
Cold
cool.
and The Rock
Coming
was
out,
such a run,
spitting the
dude.
beer.
DX
He's so
was
sick.
such a run.
You know what's funny is that my folks had a small business, right?
Yeah.
They taught dance lessons. But I think that frames your view of the world a little bit, where it's like, I didn't care for Stone Cold rebelling against the business owner. You know what I mean? So I was like, I guess he's like a Texas guy drinking the beers and but it wasn't to me like the most rebellious thing.
Yeah.
I didn't empathize with
Dude,
it.
what's weird is this is like my brother watched like a WrestleMania on tape, and it was when I think they decided to turn Stone Cold face.
Yeah.
And so the thing that it was like a submission match, and that guy Bret the Hitman Hart, who had like never lost a submission match, whatever. So Stone Cold is like bleeding. He must cut his head open. He's bleeding. Refuses to quit. Refuses to quit. And that's when people are like, oh, I fucking love that guy. So they make it about not even him rebelling that makes you like him. He refuses to fucking give up. He refuses to surrender. I love that. And then all this other stuff is awesome too.
Yeah.
Now I love all the other stuff because I get that guy at his heart. It's like a save the cat moment.
Yeah.
Where like at that guy at his heart he's a guy who will never quit. He will never give in. He's a fighter.
And I want to be that guy.
And I want to be that guy.
There's these moments where he has this line. He talks about he talks about the belt. He goes, the belt isn't theirs, meaning the champions.
Yes.
It's my belt.
Yeah.
And sometimes the champions don't want to give up the belt. So he needs to devise situations where, unbeknownst to them, they lose that fucking belt because it's not theirs.
Yeah.
But he can't just strip them because then the audience will be furious. You know, you gotta watch this thing.
I also love seeing Vince's failures. I think that's like really helpful.
XFL.
Like seeing like this restaurant in Times Square, like all these different ventures that he does that don't work, and he's like, yeah, it's fine. Just wake up the next day. I'm moving on to the next thing. By the time this thing is going, I don't even know if it worked or not. I'm just moving on. Like he's just so locked in on the process and loves the process. He does not dwell on any failure.
I mean, there's a whole episode where WCW comes out, and this guy Eric Bischoff is the guy who runs it, and it starts to dominate.
Yeah, I remember that.
And
83 weeks.
Yeah.
83 weeks.
Yeah.
And it's like they talk about what's going on, and you start to really sympathize and empathize for Vince. Like, what the fuck is going on? and the adjustments that WCW made to be successful, the adjustments that WWE made, like Vince, I mean, even says he's like, this is a talent-driven business, and he's still trying to find talent. He's still trying to find it. It's like, where is the like? He's still curious, and then all of a sudden, lightning strikes. Stone Cold.
Yeah.
The Rock.
Yeah.
John Cena.
Yeah. Like, yeah. But anyway, masterful storytelling and the most brutally honest. Like these wrestlers, I think outside of The Undertaker, it almost felt like none of them were, you know, sometimes people like won't speak because they feel guilty talking about a friend or something like that.
Yeah.
Did you get that sense from anybody on the fucking
Triple H is his son-in-law.
And he's like
being honest, like, yeah, Vince is this way, he's that way. Like, just being real. It's awesome.
But I
And
wonder,
imagine that's probably them holding back.
isn't that crazy?
That's probably them holding back a little bit. So
Isn't
that
that
motherfucker
crazy?
was psycho.
Doing crazy shit.
But then you hear about him paying for people's chemo for their wives and being a father figure to da-da-da and making everyone money. It's
And
like,
you're like, oh, I kind of like this guy.
Yeah.
Like, anyway, watch it. I want to talk to this Cody Rhodes guy. He's interesting. That would be fucking fun. Cody, get on the pod.
Yeah.
Cody, we need you on the pod to explain wrestling to us idiots.
and show us some work, bro. I'm gonna try and get chokeslam through a table.
Oh, okay.
Like, what do you?
I know what
You
you.
made that like sexual.
Yeah, that
What?
was.
You guys don't know wrestling? That's what we call it. It's a
show
work.
us- I don't think they do that. I don't
Yeah.
think they call it that.
Yeah, it's a work.
Yeah.
You guys don't know wrestling? I feel like I'm talking like fucking plebe. Like you guys don't. You
Sounds
follow
like
it?
you want to get fucked in your ass.
Yeah, no, it's a work.
Yeah, I think Diddy
Cody
called it that too.
Rhodes, take me on, split my cheeks to
With
the
your
bone. Anyway, yeah, we got to get our wrestling shit up. Also, Asshole Army, if there's any other people you think that have like really good takes on this specific documentary, let us know because I want to talk to them too. What else we got, my boys? 14 days left, guys. We swayed the election. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know, it is what it is. Fucking Alex.
Which way do we sway it?
I don't know. You'll never know.
I think we'll find out soon.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Dude, I keep seeing like people say, if you look at the electoral map, she's gonna win. Trump's not gonna win. She's gonna run away with it. I think FA or Cassetta sent us a link, and it all kind of makes sense.
FA sent us a link of a guy saying like he broke it down.
Yeah, but it seems like the energy is completely with Trump.
Cuban hit me up and he's like, young dudes don't get out there and vote. She's gonna win easily. But then you see the energy online and you're like, whoa.
Yeah.
There's been a resurgence. And he's had some good moments this week. Like the McDonald's shit was,
Yeah,
that shit was great.
I mean, great. I was initially
Why was that great?
Just the visual of a president serving fries at McDonald's, and also like anything he does, he reacts purely to. You know how like one of the great things about stand-up is like you can act, hopefully you do it authentically, and if you can't, you can try your best to recreate that authenticity with how you would react in the moment to these stories that you're telling or these things, right?
Yeah.
Very few people react in the moment to stuff how they feel because there's a concern of the cost of it. And I think the reason why Trump is so entertaining is because he is genuinely reacting in the moment to how he feels every single time he approaches stimulus.
Yeah.
So when he did that roast thing, if the joke was bad, he's like, that was a nasty joke. Like,
Yeah.
that is, he's not going, oh, if it bombs, I'm going to say this.
Yeah.
He is reacting in the moment.
He's in the middle of a setup, someone interrupts him, and he addresses it. And he's like, oh, yeah.
you're
Anyway,
right.
back
Yeah.
to the joke. Like, he's like completely aware of everything that's happening at all times.
Yeah. And yeah, so it's like you can't not watch. And then when you see somebody who's trying to like orchestrate the perfect version of an interview, it comes across a little bit authentic or just boring.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now, that can be horrible because you can say horrible things because some of us have horrible reactions to shit. This podcast is an example of it. We constantly react in the moment to things and then go, whoa, that was a little wild.
And he's also reacted to things in the moment a little wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haiti's a shithole country.
Boom.
You're like, all right, well, that's...
That's a little crazy to say.
I mean, it's a very authentic reaction. You nailed it. But it is a little crazy for a president to say that. You know what I mean?
It's authentic,
It's not right, but
but it's how
feel
he
it.
felt.
So why is this good? 'Cause
Just
to me,
wa-
this is like stage bullshit.
But watching him in the environment
So I didn't like that they shut down the McDonald's. First of all, this is crazy. This is where my wife grew up. I've been to that, like the shopping center where this McDonald's is.
Really?
Feasterville. Yeah, it's like 5 minutes from her dad's house.
Hilarious.
But they shut it down, which I was initially critical of. But then F.A. brought up a good point, which is as many assassination attempts as there have been,
You can't have a
you can't have just a fucking open drive-through and anybody
Yeah.
coming through that you want to.
In Philly?
Which made complete sense. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, there's no way.
Okay.
I mean, they shut down whole golf courses for any president to golf ever. Like you'll lose your
Bro,
tee time.
JD
No, but I mean,
Vance.
that's
We were doing
understandable.
shows in Cincinnati this weekend, and JD Vance was in town because he lives over there, and they shut down the whole highway for JD Vance.
Yeah.
We're not even talking about the guy who they're actually trying to kill.
Yeah.
So shutting down the McDonald's is not that crazy idea. Okay, let's just see the react.
They ask him what his favorite thing on the menu is.
Mr. Trump, what's your favorite thing to order at McDonald's?
I like it all. I like every ounce of it, everything. But I do like the French fries while I'll be working.
Look at him.
No, he's just a cartoon character.
Everything he does is funny.
You never even touch it, huh? That's thousands of people.
Look at this.
Hello, how are you? What a beautiful woman.
Look at him flaring.
Asses up.
The perfect looking person tomorrow.
Perfect looking person. That is crazy.
Thank you. Hi, Mom. There's Mom over there. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no compliments for the mom at all. None.
But I think he's tired. I think he's kind of tired and just doesn't give a shit anymore.
Yo,
That's
keep
kind of
going.
my feeling.
Keep
like,
going. And
you-
it's more attractive.
and it's gonna work way better
Imagine
for him.
not giving a shit about the most important job in the world.
Yeah, I think he's kind of tired. I think he's old, and it's been a lot, and it's been a long time that he's been fighting. His ego is so tied up into it that he feels like he has to keep going. But there's a little part of him that's like, I just want to golf with my granddaughter. I don't feel like fighting every single day.
I don't
but,
see like answering the same stupid questions every single day.
But if he doesn't win, then he might face legal troubles in the last 10, 15 years of his life, and that's
Hey.
gonna suck.
Now you're talking.
But I'm saying that would be shitty for him. So he's like, okay, I win. I can kind of ameliorate some of those problems. I lose, and my ego takes a hit, but I can just go golf. And
I also think he does want to win. Like,
yeah, because he's a winner. He has a winner's mentality.
But I think that he's just bored of the process.
Yeah.
So he's at the point where he's done so many interviews and they ask him the same thing every single time. And it's so predictable that he's just like, can we have some fun? Can I just serve some fries at a McDonald's?
That makes sense.
Yeah. Can we just listen to some music on stage? Bring some other people on stage. Let's like have them talk and we'll chop it up about them. The Al Smith dinner, he's like palling it up with Chuck Schumer, who's supposed to be his mortal enemy. He's not literally, like, I think they've been friends for decades, but Chuck is like the leader of the Democratic Party, right?
Yeah.
And he's palling it up. He's a good guy. I shouldn't say it. Hey, I gave him his first check. He's a good guy. I should never say this, but I like this guy. If I would say that he had a few glasses of wine if I didn't know that he doesn't drink. It was that kind of looseness about being president is just rare. You know?
Okay.
So this is he did it.
I could see it.
He did it because Kamala said that she works at McDonald's.
And he just flat out was like, I don't believe you.
He's like, I'm going to work at McDonald's longer than you say you did.
Yeah.
President, you actually have worked at McDonald's now versus...
Now I have worked at McDonald's. I've now worked for 15 minutes more than Kamala.
So
Put this on your
I
resume.
never worked here.
Why would she lie about
15
something
minutes more than
like that?
Kamala.
Look, we put on your resume.
I worked at McDonald's.
Why would she lie about
Say,
that?
Why did? Because she's lying, Kamala. That's why.
That's a ledge. That's a ledge. Anyway,
He's got some others. You want to watch
Yeah,
the
let me see what else we got.
ones?
If Kamala was skipping the Al Smith dinner, I'd really hope that she would come because we can't get enough of hearing her beautiful laugh. She laughs like crazy. We would recognize it any place in this room, and all polls are indicating I'm leading big with the Catholic vote, as I should be, But I don't think Kamala has given up yet. She hasn't. Instead of attending tonight, she's in Michigan receiving communion from Gretchen Whitmer.
why is that funny? I don't get that one.
I don't really get it.
I thought it was gonna be like her laugh. She sounds like a fucking devil or whatever, like a witch laugh or something. That's what she.
No, Gretchen Whitmer is the
Governor of
Chuck Schumer is here.
Governor of Michigan,
is she the governor?
Senator.
I'm not sure.
I thought governor, but
She was the one that-
Gretch, big Gretch.
They
call
tried
her.
to kidnap her.
She was
Yeah,
governor, I think a Democrat.
got it.
This is the Chuck Schumer one.
Chuck Schumer is here looking very glum. This looks glum, it looks glum. But look on the bright side, Chuck, considering how woke your party has become. If Kamala loses, you still have a chance to become the first woman president.
That shit is crazy. Just called you a bitch right to your face. It's crazy. That is, bro.
I love that they do this. I'm actually bummed Kamala didn't do it.
Yeah.
I was always bummed when
Trump didn't go to the White House Correspondents'
Yeah,
Dinner.
it's just such a great tradition. Obviously, we're biased because we're comedians, but to see the most powerful people in your country get humbled publicly, it's a pretty awesome tradition.
It's like
But I'm, they're running, and I think she wants to use every minute to try to be like foot on the ground talking with the people.
Yeah, I get the decision, but also this has been historic. Like people have gone and done this. The people running for president have gone and done this.
I feel like this gets seen by so many people. Oh, if you do a good job here, yeah. Obama, I remember having some bangers in his, and it's like, yeah, this gets seen by millions and millions of people.
Yeah, but I guess they're being really targeted. I agree with you. I would go for what everybody's going to end up seeing, but I think their strategy is we need 5,000 people in this district of Wisconsin to come out, and if I go to that target and speak at that target, then maybe they will.
Yeah. Also, allegedly, she was pissed that her campaign manager said not to go.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
This is like behind the scenes. I don't know if any of this is true. This is just like insider leaks or whatever, that her campaign manager was like, yeah, don't go to that. Instead, go to this other thing because it'll be more beneficial, yada, yada. And she like freaked out, flipped out on the campaign manager. Was like, if I lose this election, it's your fucking fault. And like went off. And so
I like
apparently,
that. That's fire.
Apparently that's what happened. But I think this might be the funniest Trump thing is when you talk about Arnold Palmer.
This is great.
Awesome.
This is at a rally. He's just talking about vote for Trump.
But Arnold Palmer was all man. And I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this guy, this is a guy that was all man. This man was strong and tough. And I refuse to say it, but when he took showers with the other pros, they came out of there, they said, oh my God.
Watch him.
That's unbelievable. I had to say it. We have women that are highly sophisticated here.
I had never seen the video. I only heard the audio.
Bro.
That shit is crazy.
All right, guys, let's take a break real quick. Have you heard that the flavored air category is quickly becoming the leading alternative to vaping and smoking? I'm talking about a whole new movement towards better habits led by the sponsor of today's video, Fume. Fume is the leader in flavored air devices, which are a great way to help people quit smoking. Fume, this little award-winning device, is not like vaping, all right? If vapes were like sticky soda, Fume cores are like herbal teas. They have tons of delicious flavors, crisp mint, orange vanilla, and the new peach blush with flavored air. You can satisfy your oral fixation through a passive diffusion system that utilizes no electronics, vapor, or combustion. Again, this is not a vape. There's no vapor. You could use it anywhere. There's no nicotine. It is not addictive, and it's backed by doctors. There's non-toxic flavor, so it's a guilt-free alternative, and it's nice quality weight to it, got a nice feel to it, and I like this little click right here. So if you're a fidgety person like me, this can help calm you down, all right? I personally love the crisp mint flavor, but you should buy all three to see what you prefer, guys. Fume has served over 300,000 customers, and you can be their next success story. So, for a limited time, if you use our code FLAGRANT, you get a free gift. That's at tryfume.com. Use the code FLAGRANT to get a free gift with your purchase. Again, that is tryfum.com. Use the code FLAGRANT. Let's get back to the show. All right, Noodle Dicks, you see the blue lights. You know what that means. That means it's Blue Chew time. If you want to step up your game, if you want to satisfy the person you love, you got to hit the chew. You know what it is. Same active ingredients as some other drugs. We fuck with this one. It's Blue Chew. It's the one we trust. They've been rocking with us for years, guys. There's no reason you should not give the person you care about, or if you're a woman, you should not receive the best dick you've ever gotten in your life, or a guy who's trying to get the best dick he's ever received in his life. We don't judge here. Either way, you can get your first shipment for free if you go to bluechew.com and use the code FLAGRANT at checkout. All you got to do is pay $5 shipping. Again, that is bluechew.com. Use the promo code FLAGRANT. And you should also check out the details and safety information. We want you to use this irresponsibly. Let's get back to the show.
Bro, the cow shit? You saw this one? What's your favorite animal? This happened just the other day. This shit is unreal.
From Massachusetts, and he wants to know about your favorite animal. Let's watch. Mr. President, my name is Briar. I'm 6 years old. I live on a farm in Massachusetts. What's your favorite farm animal?
Favorite farm animal?
What's the animal?
Well, this guy grew up in the city.
I'll tell you what I love. I love cows. But if we go with Kamala, you won't have any cows anymore because you're not allowed. I don't want to ruin this kid's day. But I love cows. I think they're so cute and so beautiful and so protective. But according to Kamala, who's a radical left lunatic, you will not have any cows anymore.
To a 6-year-old.
What? You like cows, you have to vote.
I know.
Yeah, this guy's
Like, that's what you want?
That's incredible.
How is that incredible?
To a 6-year-old. You gotta look at it 10 years from now.
As a Hindu, I loved his answer. I got to be honest with you.
that's a good
As a
point.
Hindu, I really admired the answer.
Why?
Stop eating Big Macs, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's saying that Kamala would get rid of the cows, like kill them all and not bring them back.
But that's
maybe
why
it's
I wouldn't vote
some
for her.
Methane gas.
Yeah, I don't know
like
why
the
so.
cow farts affect the ozone layer more than.
Look at you try to reach for to make sense of that bullshit.
So
that is crazy.
This was a talking point that people would use when they were trying to outlaw gas cars or something like that. They're like, if we outlaw cars because of the carbon footprint, let's outlaw cows because their farts cause more
Methane to get released.
Yeah. So he's just smart, Al. God.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that's what he was saying.
And then Kamala had the Glock moment. That was funny.
What was the Glock
This sounds awesome.
Did you not see this?
Oh, this is the Oprah one.
Yeah,
but this is old.
Yeah, she hasn't had as many bangers lately. But
She had one, but then they kind of reframed it. Somebody said something in the audience, and she's like,
yeah, you want to watch it?
Yeah, if you have it.
Donald Trump hand-selected 3 members of the United States Supreme Court with the intention that they would undo the protections of Roe v. Wade, and they did as he intended. Oh, you guys are at the wrong rally.
This is fire.
That was good.
Now she's gassed up.
She got it in the chain.
Good timing.
I think you meant to go to the smaller one down the street.
Bang. Bang.
See, that's good.
Good timing.
That's good.
It's good. Waiting for it, too.
Yeah, I know.
Waiting for it.
It's crazy how that got reframed by the right.
So the right reframed it as they said, Jesus is king or something like
Christ
that.
is king.
Christ is king. When they just said lies. So saying it, that's interesting because I saw it initially, saw the reframing by, was it Vance or something like that, and
They were on
then
Fox News.
believed the reframing.
Jesus, come on.
Yeah.
Is king.
Is king.
Yeah.
But the line is fantastic. You get to do the same dig that really hurt him the last time.
Yeah.
You look witty. You look quick. You look poised.
She looked fun. She had that big smile after she said the first part because she knows she got it locked up.
She's like, oh, I
She
got it.
looked fun.
And Americans like that. Like, we got to stop pretending we're different than who we are. We like entertainment. We like rebellion.
We like authenticity.
Yes. So you got to give us authenticity, rebellion, and entertainment. If anybody looks like they're towing a company line, we roll our fucking eyes. It is our worst nightmare. Like, it's Japan, like being what is it called? A salary man is like a thing of honor. In America, being an entrepreneur is something that we're looking forward. It's something that we wish we
It's
could
a country that's built on defiance. The entire identity of this country is rebelling against whatever we were ruled
whatever
by
oppressive
before.
regime you came from,
Yeah.
whoever colonized you, whatever it is defy. And when we see that in our leaders, we like it. When we see it in Elon, we like it. When we saw it in Mark Cuban, we liked it. Mark Cuban was causing crazy fucking stress in the NBA, and we liked it.
Yeah.
Players were even like, I want to play for that guy over there. He's shaking shit up. We enjoy it. More of that from Kamala over the next 12 days.
Yeah.
If possible. But if it's not who you are authentically,
Plays weird.
I think she can do it. That's why I think it was a miss to not go to the roast thing. Like, you show them this.
Should go to the roast. I think she got to do, and I said this to Charlamagne when we were talking Brilliant Idiots, but it's like another talk with Charlamagne. I think Charlamagne brings the best side. I'm biased, but brings the best side of her out, in my personal opinion. Like, because he'll push.
Yeah.
Like,
he's
he
good,
pushes.
That Fox News interview.
The Fox thing.
I think she did really well on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, with Brett Baer. Yeah.
Really good.
Yeah.
I thought she handled herself well.
Yeah, she needs stress.
She was forced to show herself, like be herself. It wasn't just queued up, prepared answers. It was like, oh shit, I'm on defense, so I have to fight back. And that's when her authentic self came out, or what I think is her authentic self.
Yeah, I just feel like, and I say this is pure feelings, no facts, but I just feel like the Republican Party is a star-based party and the Democrat Party is an institution-based party. Meaning, Trump had so much star power that he took over the party and the party just fell in line. They're like, okay, we're going to go along with whatever star. It's like, you're our leader, you're our dictator, you're whatever it is, we're following you. And I think the Democrats are like, the party is the star. And we will place different people in to be the figurehead for the party, but the party is the star. And if you're like fucking Bernie, you try to go a little bit outside of the party and do your own thing, we'll remind you very quickly that the party is the star.
I can see that, but Obama had star quality.
He had star power, but he still operated within the party. And he's still, to this day, operating within the party. He's doing what is best for the party.
Out, to his point.
He's not
Trump
stepping out.
Republicans will, we'll fall in line with Trump. He's not going to say what Republicans want. A lot of times. Remember how much they hated him when he first ran in 2016 in the primary?
They hated him this time.
None of them liked him. They didn't really want him to win this time. And as soon as he wins, whatever he says, let's go.
But Obamacare was like ultra progressive at the time. And they all fell in line because it was actually causing Democrats to lose a lot of elections because they passed Obamacare. So that was him like pushing the envelope, and then they all fell in line.
Fair. I'm not saying Obama's not a star because he is a fucking superstar. They just got lucky that they got a superstar that was willing to be part of the party. And I think that is like the culture of the Democratic Party. Like AOC was blabbering nonstop. The party said, hey, can you just tone it down a little bit? Mm-hmm. You don't hear every once in a while, maybe some Gaza thing that she talks about. Mm-hmm. But this girl was like every day hammering the fucking tweets, engaging with everybody, and she is silenced. My assumption is they told her how things work and they might have promised her something.
And they got the lever in place in the primary. If they don't want you to win, the superdelegates is all that really matters.
And that's how you keep everyone in line. Yeah. If you're running as a Democrat and you know you cannot go against the machine, you... At a very early stage in your political career, you start realizing, okay, well, I need to work with the machine. Mm-hmm. Now.
In 2016, Trump was anti-machine. I'm not taking your money. I'm going to fund my own shit. So he was able to just
fuck the machine.
Yeah.
Now, but also, there's no superdelegates in that primary. So if he wins the primary, he wins. Yeah. Bernie should have probably won in 2016, but they just had it like, now this Hillary's the horse that we're picking. Mm-hmm. That's what it is. All the superdelegates are there. Good luck.
And he's admitted so.
Yeah.
So it's like...
He said it on Theo's podcast. Yeah. It's crazy.
Mm-hmm. Low-key, I feel like AOC is just like waiting by the side. Like, she's going to go for presidency one day.
Nothing makes me more confident that she will do that than the fact that she barely tweets anymore. Mm-hmm. She's going, hey, I actually want to take this serious, and I think I can actually do it, and I'm going to prove to you guys that I can kind of play ball.
She'll be good in debates and shit too. She'll have her moments. I'm not the biggest fan, but she'll be good. She'll be good as a candidate. Mm-hmm.
But it's just interesting to see how politics really works. And we know, we're just scratching the surface. We don't really know the inner workings, right? But to see like how a party, if you become part of the party, how you need to operate within that party. You can be a complete outsider if you're enough of a superstar in the Republican Party, and they will get behind whatever the fuck you say. Mm. Like, it's kind of wild. Trump lost that election, and Republicans won't even admit that.
Yeah.
Right?
Fucking nuts.
Yeah, and the second he no longer has power of the Republican Party, if whoever has power says Trump lost the election, all those people would say, guys, he lost the election. Like, can we just move forward? But they want as weird as it is, in a democracy, it's almost like the party wants a dictator.
Because directly after January 6th, a lot of Republicans were denouncing Trump.
Because they even got
they thought it was like over for him. And so they started turning on him, and then it was like, oh shit, he still has following.
Let me switch that up real quick.
I wonder if it's like just the nature of conservatism versus progressivism.
Talk to me.
Like, if you are a progressive and you exist within a progressive like party, your job is to then outlie policy, and so you have to push policy forward. Whereas if you're a conservative, you can just be like, let's just keep this shit the same. So as a result, it sort of like uplifts like sort of like demagogues, like people that have like this cult of personality, whereas the policy people have to be more policy focused, and so it necessitates less of a personality driven party.
Interesting.
I don't know, but like that's just I wonder if that like contributes to it, but I don't know if that exists like around. I mean, it kind of does. Like I feel like in Argentina, like the right wing faction is like much more personality driven, and then the liberal faction is like much more policy driven.
Right wing faction in Argentina right now is Malay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like he's like, again, there's obviously policy, not to say it's not policy, but the policy is generally like, hey, let's just kind of keep shit more or less how it is.
Yeah. Well, it seems like he's switching it up, Malay.
Well, trying to go back to the way things were, I guess, make Argentina great again.
Yeah.
Shit. But I don't know. This is just my.
Yeah, I like that. Yeah, there's something interesting with that.
But yeah, I think that's definitely true, though. I think conservatives like a strong figurehead, which is why like you see a lot of them being like, yo, Putin is fucking awesome. And you're like, wait, what? And you're like, yeah, he's just a beast. He's manly. Like, it's less policy. They don't know what any of his policy is. They're just like, yeah, he's like a cool guy. Whereas I think liberals are more like, what are the facts and what's the data? And that's why it gets lost on so many people. Where they're like, well, technically this year, the energy emissions have been this amount. And everyone's like, what the fuck are you talking about? But I think people that are into policy are like, no, that actually makes way more sense.
And why are liberals more concerned about that?
I don't know. I think Jonathan Haidt has research where he's like, some people are just like have an aptitude for change and progress, and other people have an aptitude where they're resistant to change. And like he literally just defines it as like
That's kind of what I think.
Genetic traits that split generally 50-50 and they kind of shift during culture. I mean, he wrote about it in one of his books. I forget which one.
Wow.
But that's what he says.
That is interesting because I always wonder, I'm like, why are people so like, they push back when they hear someone's a progressive? And I'm like, don't you want to progress? Don't you want to try to improve on things?
I think the word progress or progressive or tolerance or accepting has different definitions for different people. So I think we all want progress to a certain extent, but progress to some people might mean like shooting kids up with, gender affirming hormones without the permission of the parents. But they might, with their best intentions, be like, we need to help these kids. Like, I think it might be pure altruism. There might be some like special interest groups that, no longer can make money off of gay rights, so they have to find another thing to make money off of. And that's another thing that I don't think people talk about is like, if you're like a special interest group and you built your company and it's lobbying to get rights for black people or gay people, once they have rights, you don't take the company and dissolve it. You have employees. You need to find another cause.
Good point.
And that's why the Republicans fucked up with Roe v. Wade, because all those anti-abortion lobbies liked raising money against Roe v. Wade. Now, what do they have to do? We got to come
federally.
We got to ban it federally. We got to come for IVF. We got to. It was actually perfect before because if we're talking about the greedy people who are trying to make money off these causes, it's not the people exactly. They have the boogeyman. They get to push back against the boogeyman. They got rid of the boogeyman. Now they're like, what else can we?
Now
take?
we got to create a shittier boogeyman.
Yeah, IVF facilities.
Yeah,
get rid of them.
Which most moderate people are gonna be like, what the fuck?
Yeah. So there are people who are genuine and authentic about these causes, and they really want to, expand rights and tolerance for trans people. And there are people who are no longer raising money on gay rights, and they're like, well, we got to find someone else to fucking raise money on. This is what I do for a living. I can't let that salary go away.
Yeah. Yeah. Theoretically, like an ACLU, which is I imagine worth hundreds of millions or whatever. They in the 60s, if they're formed, there's plenty of real black people don't have equal rights at all. Fast forward to 2024, for the most part, people have rights. There is for sure systemic things, whatever, and we can kind of fight against that, but it's not really, trans issues, these issues, those issues, and then you just keep finding new boogeymen.
I wonder if this is like a function of higher education too. Like you're part of these institutions, and as an educator at these institutions, you're also, writing theses.
Yeah.
Right? And like, you're just kind of waxing poetic on these ideas. You're not going, hey, this is the 100% fact, but what if, privilege is intersectional and all these things could affect it, yada, yada, yada. And these ideas that are meant to be more, I don't want to say hyperbolic, but meant to be more almost like frivolous. It's just food for thought. Like we're just bouncing these things around. They get taken very seriously by a a group of people who are still seeking out identity and understanding like what their beliefs in the world are. Like you're so malleable in college. Like I fucking sent some money to Joseph Kony 2012. Like anything that seems like someone's victimized and you want to help them, you're there for it.
He was 29 at the time, 28. Something like that. He wasn't in college.
30 years
Look
old.
at that. Imagine I was 18. I probably would have given the money to Coney himself.
Yeah. Wait, which one did you give money to?
I don't know. To this day, I know I got my poster.
You said 2012. I just did some quick math. I don't know, buddy.
He's promoting shows and also donating to Coney.
2002.
I was back home. I know now. I was back home. Fuck, I wasn't even in college. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
We're malleable in our
I
20s.
got.
You know what I mean?
I got, man. Thank God they don't have a donation thing after these Netflix documentaries, bro. Because I will give you everything at the end of a documentary.
Yeah.
I'm sending the Menendez brothers money right now.
Menendez, Vince McMahon, free Vince. Yo,
I feel you. I was donating to BLM, and they were taking my money and buying lesbian houses. we all fuck up sometimes.
Lesbian houses.
Isn't it like a timeshare? Can you spend like a weekend there?
I should be able to.
Yeah.
Yo.
You got to look into that.
Get some trans asses out of my fucking
What'd you call them? Air R&Bs back in the day?
Yeah,
You
the
got
R&Bs.
R&B.
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's take a break for a second and just see who's been sober. Any of us?
Yep.
I have.
I have.
Yeah, you don't count.
Locked in.
Dude, Mark's HRV, which is supposed to be like a measurement of stress.
92%
This is-
recovery.
hold
Come on now.
So this
Come on
his
now.
measurement of like HRV is like how stressed you are.
He doesn't take care of his kid.
145 is insane. It's
You need
insane.
to start taking care of your family, bro.
Well, I'm
Yeah,
trying,
it's
you need
really
to take care of
crazy.
your family.
He's sleeping so much.
You need to take care of your
His
family.
shit.
Have you
yo.
seen his whoop? I put a whoop on him. And his heart rate has been going crazy.
What's your HRV?
145.
Mine's 96. Damn.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You got to relax.
Son of a-
Stop
like
being so
60,
stressed out.
50.
Al is actually doing sober October
Yeah.
minus 1 day.
Yeah.
What happened? What was
My
the day?
recovery was 30%.
That day.
It started with red wine and then it all fell apart.
Can I
Oh,
tell you?
yeah.
Wait, what happened? What happened? Was it like
No. It was just like, we went to a restaurant. They had a really good wine deal. It was like some bottomless shit for 20, but it was like really good bottles of wine. And yeah,
That's how they get you.
got home around 4 a.m. that night.
When was that? This weekend?
No, it was last weekend.
Here in New York?
Yeah.
What restaurant?
Quality Meats.
Oh, yeah.
That place is good.
It's great. Yeah.
Can I tell you the dumbest thing I did to improve my
Yeah.
sleep? This is the dumbest thing I think I've ever done in my life, okay? I was on Amazon and I purchased a grounding mat. This is a mat. Okay, look. The earth has... I already said it was stupid. I already said
He's
it was
gone
stupid.
too far.
Oh my God.
I purchased this. I rolled it on the
What's
bed.
missing, yo?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
Like, what do you need? What do you need?
Nature. I'm trying to get back to nature, dog. I'm telling you, this is what it is. The earth has a natural negative energy source that basically our body puts all of our electrons into, okay?
Oh, now he's sounding like these fucking earthy bitches, bro.
I got 92% recovery.
They be saying all this way. Keep
You
going.
always have green recovery.
I know.
No. It was bad for like 3 days. Don't yawn. Come on, don't yawn. This is help. This is our help.
I can't do this shit.
This is the dumbest thing I ever did.
I'm trying to take this whoop seriously, man.
It plugs into the wall.
What?
Wait, it's the earth where it plugs into the wall?
Yeah, it plugs into the ground. Socket.
Your receptacles have ground. Yeah.
I was so sweaty the whole night because it doesn't breathe at all. It's just a leather mat.
You slept on the ground?
Yes. No, I slept on my bed on the grounding mat. And I wanted to get a full one. My wife said, we're not getting a full one because you're going to electrocute our whole family. Only you are going to die. And so I plugged it in. I tried it out. And so far,
Your wife lets you do too much shit.
Yeah, this is
That's why his
is it
HRV mad high though. That's why he got no stress in his life.
I think-
Wife just
yeah.
lets you do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, but you need a certain amount of stress to be a human being. We're not built for no stress.
I agree.
You know what I mean? Like any human beings that have figured out how to not be stressed, they're in a really bad situation.
Is that true?
Yeah, look at them monks.
They seem like they're so happy.
Yeah,
Do
I
they?
think- I
Yeah.
think the only thing
Just going like this all day against like the wooden things? What is that? Wang Chung or whatever?
Those are not monks.
I know.
Those are karate masters. Just a different
Yeah,
age.
same thing.
Also,
No,
Wayne
you talking
Chung's a
about Tai
musician.
Chi, the motherfuckers in like
I don't
Canal
know,
Street and
but
shit
what
like
I'm
that.
trying to say is you need stress.
These guys. You're talking about these guys.
Yeah.
All that shit.
Asian woman in a park. Yeah, exactly.
All right, are you at least really on this shit? Is it helpful to you?
Yeah, actually, I realize now I need to start taking sleep medication because it was just so bad. So that's helped.
Wait, are you taking sleep?
Yeah, it's gone up. My last
Really?
3 days have been solid.
What
6
are you
hours,
taking?
6 hours.
Melatonin?
No, trazodone, melatonin, child's play.
Oh, you're taking antipsychotic.
I think it's an antidepressant, so yeah, I guess
No, antipsychotic.
Trazodone's an antidepressant.
Pretty sure it's an antipsychotic.
Might be.
So it's like an SSRI. It's a serotonin receptor antagonist. So it's not
like an antidepressant.
Nigga, you good, son? The fuck you
It's
on this
working,
shit?
so maybe I've been depressed. I didn't know it this whole time. I thought I was happy.
It's
It's
an SARI.
Yeah.
So it's almost
SSRI is selective serotonin
Inhibitor.
reuptake inhibitor. This is a serotonin antagonist and reuptake inhibitor.
Yeah, so it just antagonizes the serotonin.
that does make sense and it would work for me.
I thought that's what wives do.
I need 2 negatives to make it a positive.
I think you just need a grounding mat, bro. I'll be honest.
Yeah,
I think you got to plug into the earth.
Dude, I'm sleeping though.
No, just don't listen to your wife and do whatever the fuck you want. It works for this guy.
Yeah, no,
No, that's not good.
Yeah, do that.
No, I need to do this. I need more of this.
No.
He's killing it right now.
Yeah, dude.
What's your wife taking that she's so cool with everything?
Well, I've been drugging her with a lot of,
SARI.
a lot of SARI.
Vince McMahon did that. That's actually a great idea. You've never seen him so happy.
What does SARI spell? Sorry.
Okay, Al, how is your shit going?
It's pretty good. My sleep is shit though. I don't know why.
Yeah, you probably need some
I wake
trazodone,
up
dog.
feeling good. Sleep score
I wonder if that
56, 4200.
Maybe you don't
80.
need as much. Like, is it based? Is there a baseline?
Yeah, they're saying I need more hours of sleep, but I feel good off for like 5. I get 5 straight hours. I'm straight.
Really?
Yeah, I feel.
And is it possible you're just a human being that needs less sleep? Some human beings need less water.
I don't know. I'm kind of retarded, so you never know.
I thought you slept a lot.
No, this guy
Like,
never
it's
sleeps.
whenever. It's like whenever I feel like I want to sleep. So like some
Knock
nights,
out, huh?
some nights is 5, some nights is 10, depending on what I got to do the next day. But I feel fully rested.
Insane to me that y'all could just be like, I want to go to sleep, and then you're asleep.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
It's the best.
Within 5 minutes.
You don't sleep on planes or anything?
Never, unless I'm laying. If I'm laying, I can
What?
sleep. Sitting upright, not gonna happen. Maybe 30 minutes.
Bro,
Miserable.
nonfiction.
I'm
Read
miserable on
nonfiction.
flights.
I'm telling you. Reading nonfiction will put you to sleep.
Oh yeah, just try to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
read the
read, like-
Bible. I'll knock out.
No, that well, yeah,
That is
It is
nonfiction.
nonfiction. You're right.
Thank you.
Nothing
That's a
fictional
historical
about
account.
that
I agree.
as well.
Respect.
Yeah, I agree.
No,
All
you
right,
gotta do
listen. Here's the thing about this Whoop stuff, guys. Did I say that it gets you so much pussy? Did I ever talk about that?
Yeah, you said you.
Because I feel like I said that, and then maybe Mark's
see this?
grandma was somewhat
Wait, what?
related.
See this on my wrist?
Yeah.
Yo.
Oh my God. These girls go so crazy, bro. I'm walking down the street. I got my baby on my chest. I got a Whoop on my wrist.
They can't even handle it. Dude.
There's just fucking snail trails following me of girls just dripping down Tribeca.
But what if there's a married guy that wants to get a Whoop and he doesn't want to be enticed? Okay, is there another incentive for him?
I mean, if he sees mine, he might just start sucking some other guy's dick.
What the fuck? I thought you were gonna say a gift basket.
Yeah, the gift basket is good.
Oh, my bad. Yeah, there's a gift basket.
What's in
actually.
the gift basket?
I mean, one
Gifts?
lucky winner will win a gift basket.
From us.
No, from Flagrant, no, for real.
Not from Whoop, from us.
But it is, in all seriousness, you're probably going to live longer in your life because we did this Whoop challenge,
Yeah,
which
dead ass.
fucking enrages me.
Wait, you're gonna live longer too.
Oh yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
No, but he's not doing it.
Then, you know what? I
Just
get
as,
it, 'cause
long as
that annoyed me.
just as long as his Bitcoin doesn't go up more than mine in our lifetime, that's the only thing that matters. If we both tap out before your Bitcoin goes up and just skyrockets,
Okay, I'm into that.
that's what I'm
That's
fucking
fire. We're the opposite
Suicide
of crypto
pact.
shillers. Like, don't buy Bitcoin. Okay.
Yeah.
Kill Bitcoin. Okay.
saying. No, but in all seriousness, like, yo, get your Whoop on and just have these girls going fucking queefs
Yes.
The amount of queefs that I'll hear at like a cafe, I literally, oh, let me just pay for something. A little of the Whoop comes out like that, and you
Yeah.
just hear in the background. And I'm just like, what kind of sound is that? Just because I busted a Whoop out,
Crazy, right? The barista made him fucking cream with that shit. Like,
and then just put it right on.
cappuccino.
It's honestly the cappuccino art that I'm seeing. It's crazy. Join.whoop.com/flagrant.
And if that's not enough, and a gift basket.
And a gift basket. So you're getting crazy queefs, you're getting girls creaming all over the place, snail trails when you're walking through Tribeca,
And a 1 month free trial, yo.
And a 1 month free trial.
1 month free trial, and somebody gets a gift basket, and queefs everywhere.
Low key, I'm like, if we tell everybody about this, then we potentially lose out the chance of getting a gift basket.
I know.
Yeah.
I know.
Yo, Whoop, you gotta send us a gift basket too.
Yeah, we
we need
gotta
gift baskets as well. Honestly. Well, we need what they got at the Gallagher show so that they don't get hit by the watermelon juice. Because that's what it's like walking down the street when you got a Whoop on your wrist. Join.whoop.com/flagrant. One lucky winner is gonna win a gift basket from Flagrant.
And every lucky man's gonna get pussy
Facts.
everywhere, all day.
Let's get back to the show.
And the only pushback I'll give on that is I don't think the ideas are pulled from just like out of the sky. Like I think they do actually observe what they deem is something like a problem or some type of inconsistency in America, and like they are trying to throw a fix up.
Yeah, like,
it's not just
Like
some
racism
bullshit.
is a problem, but they just take it to such a high level.
Yeah,
You know what
maybe
I
I
mean?
was too reductive of it, but 100%. There is a problem. They're trying to seek a solution for this problem. It's like Freud. Apparently, like 90% of Freud's shit is nonsense. You know, Freud had all this stuff with dreams and what dreams mean, and like they did all this research on it, and they're like, yeah, there's nothing to do with that kind of shit. So, but he still threw it out there. It was still published. It's still being published now. You can still read it. So some of the theories that we have are going to be right, and some of them aren't. But when it becomes like when it's being educated to young impressionable individuals without the confirmation that this is fact and this is how the world works, and they're teaching it as if it is, what else are they supposed to believe? They're not going, hey, this might be a theory. They're going, this is how the world works. Don't you agree? If you don't agree, you might be racist. You know what I mean?
That's a theory.
That's how I was educated in my UC Santa Barbara party school that I went to. Dude, there was no critical race theory in my school at all. I took a black studies class from a white guy.
Whoa.
That shit was fire. I remember he walked in, he was like, nothing here. And then walked out of the room.
Everybody gets an A.
Yo, I did take a black studies from a white dude, though.
That's funny.
I remember Chappelle Show did a sketch.
Genuinely.
Chappelle Show did a sketch about like.
Sorry to interrupt. I literally went in there with all these like California, like Santa Barbara kids that like never met a black person.
Yeah,
and I remember walking in that room like, God, it was like when the Spanish kid goes in Spanish class. That's how I felt. Black
Let me
studies
be
in
adjunct. Let me be a tutor.
Yeah, I got you. What y'all need to know? Well, you come over here for any questions.
They don't
you
change
need.
the battery in the smoke detector. Next,
We're
what else
good.
you need to know?
Ask me about it. Were you in that class with me, Doug? No.
No.
We just took dance together.
Yeah.
We took history of dance together.
Doug took
And econ.
music label management, which is basically the same thing.
Yeah. Okay, go. We were saying
The
that.
Chappelle Show had the sketch where he did like, how well do you know black people? And it was like a black barber, a black whatever. And then there was a white guy who did black, like African American studies. This guy bodied every question. It was so funny. Like they asked him about the term chicken head. And then he had like some very high level but very accurate definition of what chicken head was. So I said to say, white black studies teacher works out sometimes.
Right, because what is that? There's another Chappelle joke also. He got to work extra hard to get the respect of those black dudes.
If what that white dude did to get them black dudes respect.
You know, if you are a studies professor of a race you are not,
you getting grilled.
You going hard.
Yeah. You need an outsider sometimes. Because who has the best takes about white people? It's always a black guy.
Facts.
So it's like, you notice white people say skedaddle? I was like, I do say skedaddle. How did he know that? How did he know that about me?
That is true.
Yeah.
The best observers are like slightly outside their culture.
Yeah. So this is the new critical race theory. The only people that are allowed to make black jokes are non-blacks.
I like that.
I love that.
But we can't make white jokes. Only you guys can. And other non-whites.
I mean, we've been doing that already.
So there we go. We have a deal.
And then we can all make Asian jokes? Is that the idea behind this theory?
Except Asians. You hear an Asian even utter an Asian joke, you got to snap.
But what about when they talk?
racist.
That feels like a similar joke to the way I would make it.
But it's about the delivery, okay?
They do deliver.
Yeah, exactly. That's when they're talking,
We like
is
the
when they
delivery.
deliver. Yeah.
Oh, man, those silly Asians. Oh, they're so silly.
So Hispanics really took over the fucking delivery service.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been good
I don't
with
see any more Asians delivering shit.
Because y'all were robbing them too much.
Yeah, you punch them in the subway, all of a sudden they're like, maybe let's work in an office.
Yeah.
It wasn't us.
No, you really were.
It
You were
wasn't.
really bad.
It
You were really
really
bad. at
wasn't.
They were
racist.
wearing your uniform,
You
bro.
were
They were
really
wearing
bad
your
at
jersey.
racist. Somebody would order Chinese food, and then they knew the order was coming, so they would rob the guy that was delivering the food.
We ain't do it all the time.
But that was a very common occurrence.
It wasn't that common.
It was very common.
Stop with this critical race theory. You got going on
very
right?
common
Do you ever feel
occurrence.
like we need a new race?
I've been trying to do this for so long.
We need a new one.
And then we just get rid of one that we didn't.
Okay,
what?
No, that's not what I was saying.
What do you mean?
No, we don't get rid of
we just replace one that we don't like, and everybody's kind of like,
no, we just add a new one.
And then,
I think we should add a new one.
Oh, just a completely different one.
Because we all started as black, and then I think Asians kind of came in, and then I think we got like Central American dark kind of Mexican vibe. Then we got Europeans and shit.
I don't believe that.
I don't buy this at all.
No, I don't believe
We started out as white.
You been watching Graham Hancock?
We started out as white.
No, I can believe we all started off as black, but then the detour into Asian and then not looking any Asian ever again.
No, Asians are from somewhere else. Or
Yeah.
it's a concurrent timeline. The Asians do not come from Africa.
Anunnaki, do you think?
It might be Anunnaki, but or two meteors hit I almost called it the world, the United States of America. I almost called it the United States of America.
You ever see a globe
Shout out to
that-
Donald
you
J.
ever see
Trump.
a
You
globe-
will make the world the United States of America. Go.
Every now and again you see a globe that doesn't have America in the middle, you go, what the fuck is that
Yeah. I
place?
don't get it.
What is
I
that
don't get it.
planet?
I don't get it
I've never
at
seen
all.
that planet in my life.
But
what
Elon
happened?
should look into that.
From
Two
this episode of Ancient
meteorites
Apocalypse, what happened?
hit the United States of America at the same time, or the world, as some people call it, and in different parts. Two meteors hit
Struck each other.
at the same exact time.
Yeah.
One created those big dick, dark skinned people. The other one created.
That's from the documentary.
Jesus Christ!
This is from the documentary. This is from the documentary. I'm literally saying what the documentary.
No, Graham Hancock said that.
They would roam the earth, barely seeing it for millions of years. One day,
That's how they crossed the land bridge.
they would cross a land bridge and turn into Mexicans, the hardest working of all of the alien species. They would build great structures down in El Salvador, Peru, South America, that white people would marvel at for generations.
Yeah.
While they have skyscrapers in their own cities.
Yeah.
I don't know why my hands are still like this. Oh, these are the meteors,
Those are the
right?
meteors, yeah.
I think that's really the history of man.
Yeah.
Mexicans were Asians.
I can believe that. They work hard. You know what I mean?
Boom.
Yeah.
Boom.
So then where do whites come from?
Kevin, I do think that's one explanation. I do think it's one explanation
one.
we should look into.
It's one.
I think it's one.
There's another
Where
one.
did Jews
There's
come
another equal
Say
and
again?
opposite
Where did
explanation.
Jews come from?
I don't want to really get into that because it's more of a political discussion. But I don't want to rile people up on the internet right now.
Gringotts.
But I think we do know where they come from. We do know where they're going. We know where they come from.
Because they've underneath chased out every place they go. That's great.
That is, somebody said, the funniest joke. They said, because Jews have been literally kicked out of every single country that they've been in outside of America. I think literally every single country they've been like rounded up and kicked out of.
There's still time.
And okay. And
Go for the joke.
and this is often something. This is often something
We're
that
a new
Jews share.
empire,
No. This is true. They haven't worn over what other states
overstayed
they
their
say they're welcome
welcome,
yet. But this is something that you hear a lot, and it's something Jews talk about a lot, and to explain like the victimization they've went through for thousands of years. And somebody said, hey, if your friend got kicked out of like every bar that he ever went in, would you be like, man, them bars are fucked up?
Oh my goodness.
Now, as I'm saying that, I realize that Al
How right your friend was.
that Al got kicked out of a bar in Sweden.
Only once.
He might have been
One bar.
kicked out of multiple if it was a different time in America.
That's a good
And
point.
that would mean the bars were wrong, not Al.
Well, two can be wrong.
Yeah, he was probably trying to fuck white women.
Yeah, he's probably trying to fuck all these white
Stick his
girls.
ugly black dick in a white beautiful women.
Why gotta be an ugly dick,
disgusting black dick. Fucking atrocious, gross black dick.
Oh, I got a clean dick.
Yo. Ugh.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yeah, brother.
Nice and smooth over here.
Anyway, so
Sometimes there is a color thing that happens. Like from the foreskin, when it gets circumcised, it gets like Neapolitan. Is that yours or no?
Yo, is your dick multiple colors?
Have you guys not noticed that with black guys' dicks?
How many colors does your dick have?
Yo, how hard are you looking at dicks, bro?
Yeah.
Not hard, but you just notice. They're the easiest to see.
Did I tell you the Nigerian brothers that beat up Jussie Smollett DM me?
Yeah,
I sent that to the group.
Yeah, that's fire.
Damn, bro.
And what'd you say back?
I didn't say nothing.
Come on, bro. What did they say in the DM?
Bro, this shit is too funny.
It was awesome.
Schulz can't respond to that. They beat up gay people, dude. What if he's next?
Hey, you don't want to risk it. That's fair.
Fuck, I sent it to the group, didn't I?
Yeah.
There's a
They said
conspiracy theory that Jussie Smollett is related to Kamala Harris.
No.
Oh, I love this.
I think they were saying they were trying to contact.
Great day. It's the Osundairo brothers. The Nigerian brothers that were involved in the hoax Jussie Smollett perpetrated. We have some compelling info that the people and President Trump would love to know. Info that shows that Jussie Smollett may not have acted alone and that some very high-ranking political figures may have put him up to it. We'll love to connect and see what you think. Honestly, just reading that now, like, how do we not have them on the podcast this week, bro?
Yeah, immediately.
I'm so
How?
Yeah.
You don't want black guests on the pod.
Nope.
Come on, bro.
Nope.
Also, shout out to Dr. Umar. We're down to have Dr. Umar on, but he says he only wants to do a one-on-one with me.
Why doesn't he want to talk to Alexx?
I know, that's crazy.
You know what? I think this is what it is. I think he thinks that I want to, like, hold him to the fire. I want to, like, take him to task.
Yes.
I need to, like, communicate with him where I'm just like, yo, we just want to have fun and we think that you're hilarious and you can talk about whatever you want and we're just going to joke around.
He's insanely funny.
Yeah.
We have to
I'll give you his numbers. Shoot.
Honestly, can you put us on group text?
Text him right now. Good
I get where he's coming from, where he's like, I'm going to be bombarded and they're all going to be attacking me. And that is not the environment at all. But I don't want to do it if you guys aren't there. I think it's fun to have him on Flagrant and we just have a grand old time.
Yeah.
Election special with Dr. Umar Johnson.
That'd be fabulous.
That'd be
The election special with Dr. Umar Johnson.
sick.
The elections, you got to say it 4 times in a row. The election special with Dr. Umar. My butter pecan queens, my vanilla sweet cream queens.
Yeah, you just say different food queens.
Yeah,
It's
oh,
awesome.
God.
My funnel cake queens.
My
Where
funnel
y'all
cake
at?
queens, Mexicans. My,
Churro.
okay, what else we got, y'all? Oh, Elon giving out bread, but we can't get none?
Yeah.
Yeah, what is this?
So I looked into it a little bit because it's going on in all the battleground states, and my family lives in Pennsylvania. So I'm like, yo, I'll go get that money.
Yeah. Same. I told my wife.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's funny. Whoa, she votes in Philly?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. But so is it legal? Is it not legal? That's what's being discussed. You can't pay for people to register to vote, but he's doing a referral program. So if you refer somebody, you get paid, I think, $47 to refer somebody to go register to vote. That's how he's getting around the legal loophole of things.
So how do they prove that person has registered?
That they're probably just taking their word for it or something like that. Or saying, hey, this person registered to vote, and now if that person now is on the registry, they can confirm it that way.
And then the money gets sent.
Yeah, so that's one way they're giving out money. They're also giving out $100 to any person to sign the petition that just says, I believe in the First and Second Amendment. That's all it is. But
and why is that important?
The only people that qualify are people who are registered to vote.
Oh, God.
So I also don't understand what that does. Like, walk me down what that means, what that
Gets
does,
them
accomplishes.
involved.
It gets them to register to vote. They're incentivizing registration.
Yes, but they can't say that they're incentivizing or paying for registration. So it's like, hey, I'm paying you to just sign this petition, but in order to sign the petition, you have to be registered to vote. So that's why this shit is a little...
To me, it's just, that's still easier than voting and like mailing something. I just got to go online.
I think the idea is like increasing registrations will increase attendance.
Yes.
Because a lot of people get to the point where they want to vote and they're like, oh, wait, I had to register.
It's tomorrow and I missed it. And
Yeah,
like, it's
usually,
crazy. Like,
I
only,
usually pretend I want to vote and I do all that stuff.
only like 50 to 60% of Americans vote. Like, we have the lowest voter turnout in like any Western country. You're fucking horrible.
Are you voting? Have you decided who you're voting for?
Yeah.
You already know?
He's very reluctant. You can sense he's not happy about voting for Trump.
You study for this?
Yeah, I'm voting Trump, guys. Voting Trump.
Red hat.
Clip
See
it. Clip it. Clip it.
That'd be funny if they put me in an ad. That would be crazy.
That would be crazy.
Oh, well, you got paid $50,000.
Yeah.
Did we talk about that?
No.
We talked about that on Brilliant Idiots.
Brilliant.
I was joking around when I said that they paid me a $50,000 licensing fee. There is no licensing fee for using your podcast content in an ad. Maybe there should be, I don't know. But these fucking retard journalists that need a story about everything have a story out there with the headline, comedian Andrew Schulz gets paid $50,000 by Kamala campaign to use his likeness in an ad.
And it says he's donating it to the Donald Trump campaign or whatever.
It's fire.
I mean, it's just...
That's fire.
So where'd you get the money to donate?
Say something now. Let's make,
Say what?
Let's make another highlight.
Another highlight. I will be donating Alex's entire salary to the Kamala Harris campaign because I know that that's
You're not getting much, bitch.
But I know that that's where he would want that money to go, and that is the most important place for it. Obviously, he's making trillions of dollars over there at WTF. He doesn't need this money. What's more important is that he maintains democracy. Al, obviously, with your cosign.
You love democracy.
You know what? I co-sign.
I'm doing it. We're doing it.
Yeah.
We're doing it. It's been co-signed, and that, your word is your bond.
Yep.
Flip it.
Yeah.
Yep.
And honestly, that is a beautiful thing that you would do that.
It's for
100%.
democracy.
Hey, you know what? If she loses, don't worry about it. We'll just pay you anyway.
Is that a good thing?
I think so.
Yeah.
So if she wins, you don't get paid. If she loses, you get paid.
Oh, let's go, MAGA!
Okay. Coffeezilla going at Tate.
Yeah, so I was looking into this.
That's a dangerous man, that Coffeezilla.
Yeah, you don't want him. Yeah, you don't want him on.
If he puts the suspenders on, your ass is toast.
Yeah.
If you see that $1 million studio, bro, it's a problem.
Yeah. So I think 5-6 days ago, Andrew Tate just starts going off on Coffeezilla. And I'll get to what he said, but he shows an email. Coffeezilla says, hey, I'm doing an investigation on you and your relationship with crypto. Would you mind answering these questions for me? Also, if you can answer them quickly, I would love to put your response in the video. And it's fairly clear from the questions that Coffeezilla got him dead to rights. So he's not very happy about it. And the reason he's questioning him is Andrew Tate has always been very anti shitcoin in particular. He didn't really say much about Bitcoin or Ethereum and that, but these shitcoins, he's adamantly opposed to it. I'll never do it. I don't need to rob my fans. All this shit he'll say hey, let's say you gas up a shit coin at 10 cents and you get one of your fans to buy it. He might make money if you sell it for $10, but that guy that bought it for $10 is going to lose money. And that guy's probably an Andrew Tate fan. So I would never rob my fans like that. Then all of a sudden he just starts saying what the problem was with these coins? It's never done right. I'm going to change crypto. I'm going to make sure it's done correctly. Before it's always these rug pulls and these scams and people stay anonymous like pussies. I'm changing that. And then he starts advertising this coin called Roost, this shit coin. He's doing ads for it. There's flyers all over the place. All of a sudden he's putting it in his live streams. And sure enough, everything that he said was going to change about crypto does not change with a Roost. It goes up and then drops by 90%. The wallet that all the money is being held in gets hacked, and the guy who was holding the Roost coin wallet was anonymous. So everything that he said he didn't like about crypto and he was going to change immediately.
So it got hacked.
Yeah.
In other words, they may or may not have rug pulled.
Oh,
We don't know for a fact that they rug pulled, but I think that's what Coffeezilla is alluding to.
Well, he was saying I think the rug pull is just a 90% crash in price. But yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, but rug pulls when you pull your money out before it goes out.
So those guys got scammed.
Yeah.
They got
the idea with the rug pull is you boost up the coin and
pump it.
And then it's anonymous. So yeah, how do you...
But the hacking is interesting.
Yeah, that's
because that's a really smart way of looking at it if you want to do something shiesty, because what you're essentially doing is you're not taking any accountability for the fact that it was pulled.
Yeah.
And they can't follow that money anywhere.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh, he's not dumb. This guy Tate is
anybody
very
calls
good.
Tate dumb is
He's very savvy in how he makes his money. He also suddenly starts advertising all these other coins. So he'll have tweets. It's I will never endorse a crypto. But then he's endorsing a daddy coin, some shit coin, some fuck Madonna coin, shit coin. Right. And then somebody responds to one of his quote tweets, his tweet saying, I will never endorse crypto. I'll never get paid for promotion. The guy goes, hey man, we both literally got paid to promote the same crypto. I know for a fact you got paid almost $1 million.
Wow.
To promote this crypto, to pump this crypto.
Wow.
And then someone leaks a screenshot of him saying to him, I tried to get Barron to give me the Trump coin at a discounted price so I could pump up the price for him. So clearly he's in it. But then Coffeezilla is saying his big kind of scammy thing is what he's doing with his own crypto. I think the coin is called the Real World, but I know it's tied into what Hustlers University, he changed the name to the Real World, that educational platform. And this is fucking smart, dude. You know, the main problem with a subscription service, especially an expensive one, $50 a month, is churn. People will subscribe and unsubscribe. So Tate has been trying to find ways to keep people in. How do you get them to not unsubscribe for $50 a month? I don't want to lose that money. So what he does is he creates this crypto coin, and he says, you guys who have this crypto will get dividends from the real world education service. And you can move up in rank the more crypto you have. And it's all based on chess, obviously. Pawn, knight, bishop, rook, and king. And what a few commenters pointed out is very funny. He left out queen. The queen, the most powerful piece, but he's got such a fucking loser man thing that he makes the king the top. And the king is arguably the most useless piece on the chessboard. Like, you can't even you can sacrifice a pawn. A king, you got to fucking move everything around for this weak bitch. Yeah. But then he says, this is what's smart. He goes, if you unsubscribe from the real world education service at all, you lose all of your power points, all of your ranking, and you start getting a smaller percentage of your crypto from the dividends. You go from, if you're a rook, if you're a king, it don't matter. You drop all the way back down to pawn if you unsubscribe for 1 month. So now he makes money on the crypto. And he maintains subscription.
It's really smart. What is he? How do they get paid with the dividends? How does that work?
So I guess and then that's up to him really. Based on how much crypto you have, he decides what percentage of dividends you get paid. It could be completely arbitrary. What are dividends like from the money he makes from? So like, let's say Hustlers University, the real world. Let's say it's making $1 million a month. You get some prescription or some percentage of that $1 million a month.
Because there's still a subscription fee.
Yeah.
And on top of the subscription fee, you also buy these fake crypto coins that they just created, and that just determines what percentage floats the whole thing.
You're spending $50 a month, but you could be making $10 back. Like,
he says you can make $500 a month back or whatever.
And it's the same thing with what he did last time. It's like they make money by getting other people to sign up.
It's the same MLM, just the same pyramid. And then he does a nice little graphic, Coffeezilla, of like low rank, high rank king, and then the high ranking makes a lot of money from it, and it's just another pyramid. And then here's what's this is how much how good he is at making money. Even when he responds to coffee, what he says, he leaks Coffeezilla's email on his live stream or whatever and says, everybody email him. And this is actually funny to me. He said, call him gay. And for every person that emails Coffeezilla and calls him gay, I will buy more Daddy Coin. And what that's going to do is probably inflate the price of Daddy Coin. And if you're a guy being like, oh, Andrew Tate is so popular, I should buy more Daddy Coin because he's going to buy a bunch of Daddy Coin. That increases the price, and then he can sell that, and then when it plummets, who gives a fuck? Yeah. He makes money at every turn doing this.
Yeah.
He also said, oh, for every dislike on Coffeezilla's video, I'll buy some more Daddy Coin.
And this is what's going to drive him crazy, dog. If you look at the comments on Coffee's video, it's overwhelmed. I don't see a single negative comment. So I don't think Tate has the pull and power and influence that he used to. And that alone will drive him insane. He might still have it, but it definitely ain't what it was 2-3 years ago.
Even on YouTube, it's not there?
Dude, on YouTube, if you look at the comments, unless they're going through and deleting them right away.
They're probably over on Rumble, right? Because he can't stream on YouTube
But they can all go to YouTube and just leave a negative comment.
Yeah, but you can block for negative comments.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Okay. Also, I think Coffee's audience are probably people that hate scams and shit.
Yeah.
So, like,
well, I would just think the Tate crowd would make its way
over there. Yeah.
Right. You know?
Yeah.
Like that had the most dislikes of any other Coffeezilla video. So it worked a little bit, but it was only, I think, when I checked, 1,400 dislikes. So not much. But still more than any other video.
Still 1,400, you would think. If Trump said go dislike a coffee video, it's getting disliked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
where does he pivot to? Because now, like, the manosphere thing is drying up. Like, just yelling at women on a podcast thing is kind of over.
Yeah.
It seems like the online discourse, the grifters have definitely shifted to, like, the manosphere grifters have definitely shifted to Israel, Palestine. And they're just like, rah, 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 Palestine. Like, they are beating their chest, fuck the Jews. And they're doing it like the most toxic way. So as toxic as they were with the women, they are towards Jews.
Yeah. It's annoying because they don't really give a fuck about Palestine. They're just doing the
They just need something for views.
And then if you actually want Palestine to have any, every person who's Jewish is like, look how much anti-Semitism. And there's actual examples.
They do a huge disservice to the Palestinian movement by just conflating it with Jews in general. Because their conversation, to get that same stickiness, they have to make it about all Jews and the Jewish people. And this is what they do. Exactly. Because the nuance is not what people go to them for anyway.
Yeah.
And so I guess the manosphere kind of drives up. What is the...
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I think that's why he converted to Islam. It's just another grift.
He saw the grift, huh?
He just saw it in advance. That's what annoyed me about the whole thing. I think this guy's just grift to grift to grift.
Yeah.
You could just be a funny person who can kick someone's ass. You know what I mean? You could probably make a decent amount of money doing that.
Yeah.
But it's just grift to grift to grift.
Yeah, I think his next thing will be a gold sneaker. It seems to be a trend.
Steaks.
Watch how you talk about our president.
Yeah, for real, bro. Watch your fucking mouth, man.
What happened with his lawsuits?
That's your president too.
Yeah, you're voting for him.
Where's your sneaks? I don't see none of y'all bought his sneaks.
They were sold out.
Yeah, my son was sold out.
I keep mine in a glass case.
It's actually a great point. And that's a good thing to do. That's respect. What happened with his lawsuits?
Yeah, do you know what happened with his the sex trafficking shit? He got arrested by Romanian officials.
He's still under investigation.
He got new charges. Even more.
But they can't get anything to stick.
No, I think they're still building case. Like nothing has been dropped yet.
Are you sure? I thought the initial ones were dropped.
No. I'm
Coffee
almost
talked
certain
about
nothing has
this
been
at the
dropped.
beginning of his video too. There's like definitionally what he describes himself as having done is a form of sex trafficking, where he says like, I get girls who fall in love with me, and then I get them to do like webcam shit, and then I think get them to do sexual things that they might not want to do if they didn't love me, and that is a form of, I think, sweetheart. There's some term that is used as like this is a form of sex trafficking.
Right.
But you got to prove he actually did it. He could have just be saying.
He could just be
that's
talking
the
shit
thing.
on a podcast to get views. That's the other thing. Obviously, it feels like the Justice Department out there in Romania is going after him. Now, they might be going after him because he did some illegal shit. They might be going after him because they're like, why are we harboring this dude that is kind of making us look foolish and making it look like you can do whatever the fuck you want in our country, and we're a respectable place and we have dignity and laws, and this guy is running around in fancy cars smoking cigars,
saying that we're corrupt and you can buy the legal system.
Yeah, it's kind of insulting. And like, if you're doing that, you could do that in America. You could talk all the shit you want in America, right? And probably things won't go that bad for you. Maybe if you're in politics, you have to deal with some shakedown.
Yeah, but
if you're just-
Tate will be like, SEC, fuck you, I'm a scammer. Like, he's just taunting these motherfuckers.
Yeah, and you do that in Romania, and they go, well, we'll see about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you ever seen the guy that invented the Ponzi scheme? Have you ever seen this?
Does he look like me?
He looks exactly like you.
Damn it.
Have we never talked about this?
Damn it. I look like every white old person. Look at that guy. It's kind of similar.
He actually looks more like Aaron Rodgers to me than anything.
It looks like Dove.
That's anti-Semitic. Why are you grifting, bro? Why are you always doing that?
That's
Why
like
are you jumping on
if
it?
you
Dude?
and Dove had a baby, that's it right there.
Aww.
Yeah, Tates. Whoa.
Who's that?
This is hilarious. This is Simon Cowell.
No, this is not about the Liam Payne thing. Is it?
I guess we could start on this if you'd like to. So Liam Payne unfortunately has passed away.
R.I.P.
in Buenos Aires.
R.I.P.
Simon Cowell, obviously the person that put together One Direction, the boy band, one of the most successful boy bands of all time. A couple days prior to had posted this, and now all of the comments that were on this video were just harassing him. But this is when you found out that Liam Payne had passed away, when you went to Simon Cowell's Instagram. This is the first thing you saw.
Me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday, dear Simon. Happy birthday to me. And that's why I decided never to be a singer. I'm now at an age where when you say how old you are, people clap, and that's depressing. However, I'm alive, I'm healthy, I'm happy, and thank you everyone for your kind messages. Take care. Till next year. Bye-bye.
All the comments are like, you have blood in your hands, you killed Liam Payne. They're going off on it.
Jesus.
And yeah, basically, people it's not a great look. I mean, it's unfortunate. He put out a statement since, basically being like, my heart is broken. Like, this young boy that I met that I tried to give the world has now fallen prey to, addiction and shit like that.
Oh, is that the issue with him? He was on drugs?
That's what it
they're
seems
saying,
like, yeah. All the evidence points to that. They found what they call pink cocaine in his system.
2C, yeah.
Yeah. Which apparently is not cocaine at all.
What is it?
It's just like meth, basically. Like everything I've read is like, there's no real definition exactly what pink cocaine is. Like there's a ton of different explanations for like what's in it. And then people call it 2C, even though it doesn't really have the same make it was 2C. It's like, no one really knows what the fuck it is and what exactly he was on.
How do you do it? What does it do to you?
I thought it was supposed to be Coke and Molly.
That's what 2C is definitionally.
Yeah.
Mark, you don't have any
2C?
ZYN?
I just have 2C on me. That's all I have.
You don't have any ZYNs though?
No, I'm fresh out.
Jesus.
Fresh out. I'm off that, bro. Ever since I became a deadbeat, I don't do that anymore.
You're not a deadbeat. Are you actually a deadbeat? I thought you were hanging out with your kid all the time.
I got a deadbeat kid, bro. He doesn't want to ever kick it with me. That's really what it is. We talk about deadbeat parents. Never talk about deadbeat kids that don't want to call their dad, hang out with them.
Nah, this is fucked up, bro.
Right?
Oh, maybe that was me.
That's what I'm saying.
This is fucked
Why
up.
don't kids ever take accountability?
This is fucked up.
You know what I mean?
Nah, this is messed
He
up.
cries when I hold him. I walk around with him. And that actually is very patronizing. When you walk around with your kid and people look at you and they're like, what are you doing with him? You know what I mean? Like, it's like infantilizing. They look at me, they're like, you're not supposed to have a kid. And then they treat you like,
oh yeah, you're in New York.
Yeah, so people look at you and they're like, oh, that's so like, look, you guys.
No, they probably are because they think you're gay. So they're like, where's your partner?
It could be a
What's going
male
on?
thing. Like, you never see men with kids. Like, I went to the park with Shiloh and people look at me like I was weird. Did I tell you this?
No.
They were like, did he capture that kid? Like, it's just, you don't see, the only men you see with kids are grandparents. So they see me with my daughter, who's too young to even be at the park. And they're like, what the fuck is going on here?
That's what people do to me. They're like, where's the mom?
Yeah.
I go, why does it matter, bro?
Dads don't really be with their kids, bro. They'll be with their wife and their kid, but just dad and kid is a rare sighting.
Yeah.
Really?
You don't realize it until you got one. You're looking for other ones, and they're nowhere to be found.
Huh.
It's a peculiar thing.
But the amount of attention you get is insane. I mean, shut down the park.
Shut it down.
I feel like I was fucking One Direction, dude. It was crazy. Like, people walking up to you, like, they want to see the kid. They're like asking you questions.
Oh, that's why you're going on all these walks alone.
Yeah. I'm
Get your shit off, Mark.
I'm promoting
Get your
shit.
shit off.
My shirt is completely off. I'm not wearing pants. I'm walking around with a kid tied up. I look great. Just
He's
fucking
like, I
strutting
can't get
around.
the attention on stage. Oh, I'm gonna get this attention.
That's what I'm saying, bro. My girl says you can't go out. I'm like, oh, watch me. Watch. I'm gonna get my numbers
I
up.
see. But
yeah, they treat you like you're not supposed to have a kid. It's annoying.
People immediately trust you.
Yeah, well, me
You're
and my
like
brother
a-
did that. We were walking around Brooklyn and we had the stroller, but there was no kid in it because my wife had the kid and she was with my sister-in-law doing shopping and shit.
Yeah.
And we walked around with the stroller and the whole world opened up.
Yeah.
We were like trying to pop into like an outside cafe thing. We're
They
like,
make room.
We'll get you a table right away.
They'll grab a table, put
As
it out
they
there.
should.
They thought we were just a young gay couple
1000%.
walking around with our baby. And they were like, there were women that we were like, oh, is there anyone sitting here? And they're like, yeah, we just sat down, but you can join us. And we're like, what? Never in my life have people been like, oh yeah, just sit at our table.
Yeah.
Like women were like, yeah.
So disarming. You must be a good person. You're taking care of a child. And the gay thing I didn't even consider. That's
I
like
didn't-
double in Williamsburg.
Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, that's why you can sit with them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
There's
it.
a couple
Put that
gay
together.
guys walking around with their stroller. Yeah.
Dude, have you met his brother? I haven't, but they talked to Mike. He
Yeah.
sounds awesome.
Yeah, Mike is great.
He sounds.
All of his family's great. He's the least great. Of his family.
Thank you.
That is true.
That's the point I fucking made.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is 100%
That's what
true.
Miles said.
Is it open news about your sis? Miles' heartbreaking?
Yeah.
It's open?
Yeah.
So Miles' crush,
He's not the father.
got crushed by somebody else, and she's pregnant.
With all due respect.
With all due respect.
Yeah, okay.
Miles' crush got crushed by someone else, with all due respect, planted a seed, and it's been growing. Fully pregnant.
Yeah, but I would hit it out the park with all due respect.
Miles is back. Miles is back. He was listening.
Yeah.
You were listening.
Too good. He's listening too good.
Damn.
Sorry, with all due
Wow,
respect.
man.
Yeah.
That's a mother you're talking about.
I know that is crazy.
Yeah.
Damn. Good for
In
her.
the state of Florida, mother.
What do you mean?
It depends on where you are.
Yeah.
Because there's still time.
Yeah.
How many months?
I think it's just 4 months.
Oh, this
Miles,
is
there's still
brands.
time, buddy.
This is brands.
Miles, there's still time.
But yeah, everyone's got kids. Every one of my siblings.
Is she still with the baby daddy?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You getting married?
'Cause I was gonna be like, it's not over for Miles.
Oh, they're getting married?
Yeah, he
Wait,
wants
do
to
they
knock the kid
want to
on the
get
head.
married? Or they,
Yeah.
are they
If you wanna
Catholic,
pull a
so they have to
Cardi.
get married?
Yeah.
What would Cardi do?
Wait, what do you mean?
Knock, knock, knock.
Yeah. What would Cardi do?
With all due respect.
What would Cardi,
Cardi
do?
B?
What would Cardi B do?
Yeah.
When her and Offset were beefing, what was she?
Where would Cardi be?
Yeah, where would Cardi be?
Yeah, she cheated with the kid in her?
Apparently 8 months.
That's crazy.
That's the camel. You never took the camel for a ride?
Crazy.
Miles, you cannot take out the camel. Miles, you
I got my one
cannot.
joke off. I'm all good.
Say what? What?
I got my one joke off. I'm all
Oh,
good.
I thought you were saying
jerk
off. I got my one jerk
God,
off.
no.
Hey,
During the
that's
pod?
crazy.
Shit.
That is fucking monstrous. You're a monster.
You know who she's rumored to have slept with.
Cardi B.
Stephon Diggs.
Yeah, Stephon Diggs. Have you seen that? This could be our state segment. Have you seen the thing where they ask a bunch of players in the Vikings locker room who's the one teammate you wouldn't want your sister to sleep with?
And every single
one says Stephon Diggs. And Stephon Diggs is like, me? What? I'm a good guy. Which lets me know you ain't shit. Every guy I know who ain't shit. Everybody says they ain't shit. And they're like, I'm a good guy. You ain't shit.
Dove, you a good guy?
I'm a great guy.
See?
Yeah.
Case in point.
I'm a good guy too. Though.
Damn.
I've never slept with Mark's sisters.
You're a great guy. You're one of the best guys I know.
They're probably too old.
That's a good point.
Oh, you gotta get them upset. Don't go there.
Can we just correct one thing for the record?
Yeah.
Dove has sex with old women.
Yeah.
He doesn't have sex with young, beautiful women. He mostly has sex with old, wrinkly, fat Chinese women. It is just masseuses, not even on canal, off canal.
Whoa.
On like Mott.
Off canal masseuse?
On like East Broadway or Mott Street, just something weird, some crooked ass street, some just hefty backed Chinese lady. That's who he's fucking. So stop getting this idea that he's out there having sex with young, beautiful women. Yeah. I know he's so offended whenever we say that.
Yeah, he gets offended. Yeah.
Do you want to correct the record?
Just age appropriate. That's what I just.
What does that mean?
Old, ugly
45, 40,
Yeah.
45.
When I grow older, it moves forward.
That's
What is
every
that?
human being on Earth.
So now you're sleeping with what, more like 35-year-old women?
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
When was the last woman that was
Thinking
30?
dog years.
What was the last woman?
Dog years.
Turn this away.
Turn this away. Dog years. Hold on. What was the last girl in her 30s?
Such an easy joke.
Look at his hand.
The rooster.
Fucking Kramer.
The rooster.
Listen,
Let
if Mark
go.
didn't miss Shifty's birthday going on some fucking spot in the city.
What is happening?
I can't believe you posted
What
that.
is
I
happening?
can't believe you posted that.
You can't.
The night of Shifty's birthday.
You
You
can't.
posted a spot in the deep
Wow.
Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Come on,
That
man.
was fucked up.
That was big
That was
deflection.
fucked up.
Damn.
Shifty.
The nukes is
Yo,
coming.
Shifty.
He's really dropping those nukes. Who was the last girl under 35 that you slept with? Sorry. The last girl over 35 you slept with?
Or 35.
Well, yeah.
I've been celibate for a while as I reinvent myself as a God-fearing man.
Yo, Doug's
who wants to
never
find
slept
love.
with a girl who's over 35 years old.
Never?
No, you haven't.
Absolutely.
No, not 35 now.
Who was the last girl you slept with that's over 30?
Yes. The answer is yes. I'm not naming names, but the answer is yes.
Well, we're not asking for names.
We said
When?
when.
We're asking for
Names.
months.
Yeah.
In this calendar year.
What was her name?
Not gonna name names.
No, those
Can we guess some
Brazilians are in
names?
their 20s. Those Brazilians are in their 20s.
Oh, yeah, those Brazilians not even touching 30.
Yeah.
They might not even be touching 20.
What's wrong with you?
We were put on Blue's Clues when they were at the house. They were kind of like bored and like.
they don't speak English.
I know they don't, but I was there. I just gave them an iPad and I started putting something, and then she was like, and she was just scrolling the iPad, so excited and happy.
Yeah.
It was either that or just listen to her talk.
That's just how you feel about Brazilians.
No, I love Brazilians. I think Brazilians
Do a Brazilian
are amazing
accent right
people.
now.
I think we all love Brazilians.
Do
Yeah.
a Brazilian female accent right now.
This is a female Brazilian.
Female
Give me a
Brazilian
situation. Give me, what are they doing? Female Brazilian doing
You're
what?
welcoming Dr. Umar on the couch with the rest of the Flagrant squad.
Hello, Dr. Umar. Thank you for coming to our podcast. Thank you for coming to the podcast and have a talk with us on the podcast. Flagrant is a podcast with jokes that are very offensive. Sometimes we make jokes on the podcast, it's very bad.
That's actually, you pretty much nailed it.
Good. That's a pretty good.
You actually, that's spot on.
Chama.
Yeah.
Chama.
Good catch.
Oh, dude. Who is that, David?
Yeah.
What a ledge that guy David is.
Yeah.
Shout out to, I might have found you an assistant.
Who?
A girl.
That's not for you.
David knows her.
Sit down.
Oh, no.
Do we want that, though? Was that a
No,
Miles
not like
13?
that. Not like that.
Like in the biblical sense?
Like
That's
not like
fucked
a babe. Whoa.
That's fucked up right there.
What?
That's fucked up.
Who do you think slept with more attractive women in your lives?
Miles.
Or you?
You.
That was really good. That was really smart.
What just
I also agree with
Damn,
that.
God.
Somehow he did some trickery.
Yeah, I know.
Who do you
that was
think's
good.
better in bed?
Ooh. Miles.
Yeah, probably Miles.
I think Miles because he's more like anxious. He like wants
Yeah,
them to
he
feel
make sure
good.
they're happy. Yeah, 1000%.
He would make her come and then check if she did.
But Dove will
double
think
check.
he's better afterwards. Like Dove will come in a girl's head and then be like, "Man, that was the best sex we ever had."
What did you say last night at dinner? You said Dove has body amorphia.
Oh yeah. What's the opposite? What's the opposite of dysmorphia? Is it amorphia?
I would have
Like he looks at himself and he'd be like, "Damn, I'm shredded."
more than you.
No, but you look like Jasmine's dad. It ain't built like Jasmine's dad. Get that little motherfucker up. So you have amorphia, body amorphia.
Or you've never had abs. Not once.
I did have abs.
Whole life.
You saw me when I did the fight night.
Never.
I did have abs from fight night. That's your body. That's your body and that's your life.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's your body and that's your life.
Yeah.
Bro.
The nose dagger.
Bro,
we run the...
you could have a beard like that. You would have a beautiful beard.
Oh my goodness.
If you grew out a big beard like that, it would be beautiful, Dove.
Should I let myself go like that?
Yeah, it can
100%.
hide the lack of jawline.
I mean, Alex is dressed like him right now.
Who?
Stand up, Alex.
Oh, you do got some
Hey, you
weird
come with
shorts
the Aladdin
on.
pants.
Swag, right? I like this. Thank you. Now I'm back on you.
What is up with the pants? Like, we should talk about this. They're like shorts inside of shorts.
Dove is the king of getting this shit
I know
off.
he's good. He's good.
But no,
Off of me.
But no. We didn't talk about it because I didn't really even look and see the shorts. But like,
This shorts.
the jersey is cool. I get it.
Yeah.
You know,
get it.
I
very,
get
like,
it.
You want everybody to know what side you want.
Give him the fight.
Fight.
Give him the fight.
Hair is looking good. You like everything is, but the bottom half is just a peculiar thing.
I just like them. I saw them. They look unique, and I was like, cool.
Where'd you see them? What store did you have to go to get
Oh, I went to Temu.
No. Really?
Yeah, I tried it out for the first time.
And can you explain Temu to?
I don't really know what it is. It's like
I thought it's like Amazon for China, right?
Yeah, I guess it is.
Yeah.
Because you can buy a diamond making machine for $200,000 on Temu.
Wait, really?
What?
Yeah, it makes fake diamonds. Well, real diamonds that are man-made, lab
Get the fuck out of here. That's crazy. But yeah, I tried it for the first time. These were $12.
Wow.
Highs and lows, baby. Highs
Al,
and
your
lows.
balls are showing though. I could tuck it.
He's getting a little chubby over there.
Yeah, a little bit.
All right.
Abercrombie?
Abercrombie.
Rest in peace, Liam Payne.
Why were you looking at his balls?
They're just hanging out.
Because the sperm is young enough for you to fuck?
We back, baby.
Wow.
Just when I thought.
Just
when I thought.
that there was nowhere else to go.
I mean, we found a way.
Speaking
I
of which,
really want to
updates.
shit all over Al's outfit, but none of y'all are jumping on board with me.
Yeah, no, I was trying to find an angle that would protect me. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you got neutral
Yeah,
today. You're
actually,
chilling.
Yeah, you're good. Y'all be taking no risk, man. Y'all be afraid of it's it is what it is. I feel you. I feel you. Right?
Now, Al does come every week.
Yeah.
Knowing there's going to be a bullseye.
Yup, I know.
Every week. He don't miss a week without wearing some retarded shit.
Ooh, let's go. Let's go.
Fuck you, Al. It's because you want it. You want us to tease your shorts.
Nah, I
I'm not
think
gonna
that shit
tease
is
your shorts.
fire.
I think your shorts are great. I think they're awesome.
Thank you.
They are awesome.
They're they're one of some of the best shorts I've ever seen in my entire life.
Exactly. There you go.
At what point does it stop?
No, it doesn't stop.
No, it doesn't stop.
So I'm just curious at 40.
These are cool pirate shorts for his peg legs. Come on, bro. Come on.
Fuck out of here.
We're back. Come on. Come on. Ask more questions. That inspired something good.
I'm 40. So, are you going to be doing this at 40?
No, I
38, 39?
like dressing however the fuck
How
I want to
you-
dress.
He's going to keep dressing like that until the bitch moves out the way. Move, bitch. Get her.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought that was good.
Yeah.
I hate explaining it to him, you motherfucker.
So you
Damn.
explain to us. He ain't
Don't, he's not on your team.
Yeah, I was trying to recruit.
God damn.
I'm trying to push it back to me.
No, I'm trying to recruit. Come on, we same team.
Okay.
Black and Jews. We
After a recent Patreon episode where Mark and I won in beer pong, we could pick outfits for
Oh, that's
Al
right.
and Akaash.
Y'all cheated.
We fucked
Y'all
that up.
cheated.
Son,
Wait,
they
what?
cheated in beer pong.
How does this happen? How did you cheat?
So
you made more than they made.
I never played before.
Yeah, we won. It was crazy.
I never played before. We won. Al hits the last ball, and I'm like, that's it. We won. I just throw the ball down. They're like, no, that counts as a shot.
It hit the table. It did hit the table.
He tried to bounce it in.
There's something after you get the last one, if your teammate still has a ball,
redemption.
He has to like also try to get it in,
and
or
they
some
can
shit
seal
like
the
that.
game.
Yeah, they could have.
They didn't. We didn't know this rule, so he just celebrated and threw it.
This is a bastardization of the game. This never existed when our generation.
So they cheated. They
And
did
I never
that.
played,
That's
so I
cheating.
didn't know.
That
He
is
dropped the
cheating.
football before he got in the end zone. He was like, "No, I was basically there."
No, it's
No,
not.
you
Stop
created
it.
a tuckle.
Also,
You created a
when I played
tuckle.
basketball,
exactly
it
what
was
it was.
apple
You created a
crates. Like this is.
No, this is.
There was no 3-point line when I played.
Also,
you know what we found out at dinner? You know who invented the 3-point line? If you could guess a group of people that would find a way to get more points for the same thing, what would... Dove offered this up. He's at dinner. He goes, by the way, the 3-point line was invented by a Jew. Was he not?
Like a 1950s announcer.
Really?
Yeah.
And what was the justification?
Whatever.
Yeah,
I mean, it's just, what is the... it's too late to even say the joke. Fractional reserve banking. That would be the joke if I could have gotten it off.
And they were banking it. That is a part of the game.
Banking it. That's probably why they started playing. The Jews used to dominate basketball. What a great joke that you've just backed us into. The Jews in the early days of the NBA were the athletes. They were balling. They were crushing, 100%. And it's probably because of the bank shot. That's when they were doing bank shots. Exactly. They heard that there was bank involvement, and they were like, "We should get good at this real fast." And then they stopped. But am I right about that? Well, the Jews were phenomenal in the early days.
Yeah, I think they're the ones that
early days.
But you guys were
before you guys were allowed.
They
Yeah,
helped to integrate. And also created the Harlem Globetrotters, and then he created the ABL that became the ABA, or they continued the 3-point line.
Are they the Globetrotters because they got kicked out of every country? Is that what they call it? But you guys were the best boxers too. They were also like the #1 boxers.
Who do we got? Jews were good boxers. That's right.
Yeah.
Because you went through your oppressed minority stage in America. This is something that white people do not get enough credit for.
That you inspired us. What do you got, Mark? What do you got?
Nothing. Why were they good boxers? I don't know.
Why do you think?
No reason. They just heard there was a giant ring involved. Okay, that's it.
Why did Jews invent all the superheroes, Mark?
Why is that?
You're the comedian. Continue.
Wait, you can't set it up like a perfect joke and then not answer it.
Because you want to find a way to control the world without having a large population?
Andrew Schulz.
Yeah, nice.
2-time MSG.
It's like his confidence never goes away.
Yeah, it's amazing.
I wish I had that. That's
known
amazing.
Dove
Amazing, Dove.
for how long now? We've known each other for 22 years. I don't know if there's been a day where you haven't been confident.
Yeah.
It never goes away.
He backs way out of his league.
Yeah.
Like that level of confidence, bro.
Body.
Crazy.
It's just,
bro, you are.
I'll put 3 W's on the word way. That's crazy, bro. That was insulting. Bro.
Crazy.
Damn, bro. Oh, guys, we need to go take some trips again, bro.
Yeah.
Well, makes me
25.
remember- I just thought about you on the steps hitting on that shorty.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. For the extra inches. But we need to take some trips
Son,
again.
the lifts weren't enough that day.
Yo, but you got up there. You climbed that tree.
I climbed.
I don't think she let you get the apples.
I fell. Couple branches snapped.
But yeah, I think after special, get that out, break, come back. I would love to do some more trips, like when we did Morocco, we did London.
Yeah.
Like I'd love to go to some cool events, pod there, meet
road
some people.
pods.
What's that?
Road pods.
Yeah, road pods,
road pod would
meet
be
internationally.
Venezuela.
Now that they got no criminals left because fucking your lady let them all into the goddamn country.
Yeah. What about the hoes? They still there? Or?
I don't know, actually. I don't know what the status is with that.
Not that I would care about that. I was just curious.
Yeah.
It's just-
Totally separate conversation, unrelated. How is the food in Venezuela? Totally separate conversation that has no relation whatsoever to hoes. So I just want to make sure that we take that. Is the food delicious down there?
The restaurants have great
Don't they have
ambiance.
arepas?
Ambiance.
Oh, the
Yeah.
ambiance is
Ambiance.
insane.
Michelin star.
Pristine.
Hell yeah. You ever put 3 fingers in some ambiance and smell it? Cilantro.
In an arepa?
Arepa's got Dump's favorite activity in the world.
And pie.
Choked.
Get through that one.
Walk us off.
Oh, man.
Oh, God. All right, listen. Yo, Flagrant, I appreciate y'all. I know the boys appreciate y'all. Thank you so much for the support. We hope to all see you guys, everybody who can make it up at the special taping, man. Yeah, very, very excited about this. First Netflix stand-up special that I got, which is very, very cool. But most importantly, this has been the hour. Those of you who have seen it has been, the hour has definitely been most important to me, and I'm very excited to finally put it on wax, if you will. So, I'll see you guys out there at the shows. Thanksgiving weekends. If you guys are not in the city, pull up for the weekend. If you are, we'll see you guys there. Thank you guys so much. Peace.